I
So
promise
go
I
ahead
won't.
and go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
No, I'm gonna say, what's your record?
I've hit record.
I didn't really have anything to say. I just wanted to see if you would stop, like, hitting record if I did say that I had something crazy to say. I wanted it to be like a little stalemate.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have anything.
Cool. Great. Excellent. So with that, who would like to go ahead and start us off with a little bit of a recap for a point of inspiration?
Check it.
First of all, I'm really sad that there's no way to tell when Cindy started recording because we can't do the roll thing where we do yell outlandish things at her as soon as we come in. But go ahead,
We know she
Keone.
started recording now. Did
I took notes, baby.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Good.
My first set of notes goes like this. Phase 1. The group meets Tusk. This is a Jackal Shivers is or was cool with. Possibly Shivers' boyfriend or dad. Not sure. There was a mention of a person named Promise. I have next to their name fucking broken. So obviously they're dead. And Shivers has something to do with that. Then, like, after a very intense conversation and Tusk trying to get Shivers to, like, remember everything, but, you know, Shivers is a fucking amnesiac and doesn't remember anything. He's, like, all sad and downtrodden. And I'm like, oh my god, that absolutely sucks. You should make out with me to ease your pain, but then he doesn't. He just walks off. Kieran also Kieran actually attempts to make everybody in the fucking mines just leave. But then Tusk, he leaves. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't even care anymore. This wasn't even the life I was about in the first place. But the other guys are like, nah, I'm gonna stay. Grr. And then they get their fucking shit rocked. God damn. R.I.P. I'm gonna name him Tommy.
God, no, you have
Tommy?
to. We have to tell the saga of Tommy.
Tommy could have been saved from this life. All he had to do was leave the first time. But, you know, after getting his ass beat a couple times, specifically by Jasminder, she talks to him. She reaches out. She begs him, tears in her eyes, to just leave because she doesn't want to have to kill him. And, you know, they connect eyes. They look at each other. They see one another's soul. And Tommy thinks, maybe I should just go. Maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe I could leave this cave, start a new life, find a wife, have children. And then a fucking bird attacks him and rips out his jugular, and he's just fucking dead.
Oz came in with that natural 20.
We love Oz. We love Oz in this household.
No!
You're so right, Nick. He's not a bird. He's the bird.
The fucking bird absolutely destroyed Tommy. And so now he's just laying in the mines with a blanket over him, dead. Then we head onto the Copperbell Mines lift. We descend into this place. At this time, I think I got up because I had to go pee. But when I came back, Kieran was really scared because things were whispering in his brain. And Jasminder started like touching the walls because they have like green vein and capillary things everywhere. And it felt good. And it like made her look like a Genasi. She's got like blue skin, white hair. Her tattoos are out here glowing all over the place.
Her hair's like flowy. Like,
she's got flowy hair. It's like all up in the wind and shit. Despite the fact that, you know, we're in a fucking cave, there's not much like wind blowing in here, but girl's got the whole like Maybelline thing going on. And Kieran's like, yeah, no, we gotta go. And Jasminder's like, I don't wanna go. And Kieran's like, fine, whatever. And so he drinks himself into oblivion in like the 2 seconds we're in the cave. Damn, that was quick, Kieran. But now he's all
down
drunk.
We're down to almost a fifth of rum, like somebody drinking from a water bottle.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Also,
mhm.
you do have the poisoned condition from
I
drinking
know,
so
but
much.
that's why he's got the little skull and crossbones on his token,
Yes,
so I remember.
Yep.
he is drunk off his arse right now, and we're just out here in the cave. We were gonna descend into a giant hole, but then the bird came back and was like, well, the bird didn't say it, but we got the feeling that there's probably something down there that could kill us. So we're just not going.
Oz brought back part of a chitinous shell. That I believe Nick did. Joran figure out what the chitinous shell was.
I don't think so
from?
because I rolled like shit on a nature check, so I think somebody else had figured it out.
It was
Kieran
like
rolled 13 nature, and Doc Maisie rolled an 11 nature.
So
Okay.
probably Kieran figured it out in his drunken stupor.
No, I'm gonna say that you guys don't know exactly what it is, but you know that there are like creatures that insectoid-like creatures that burrow in deep within the earth. That
we
you
knew
guys...
that it was a bug shell. We knew that it was pretty damn big, and it was dry, if I recall.
Mhm. Yeah, like it had like almost shed like a snake skin.
But we found no presence of bug. No active presence of bug.
Right. But then
And
Kieran
this-
was like, let's just fucking leave. And we're like, okay, whatever, let's go.
Yeah, the session ended with Kieran saying that, listen, our job was to fucking clear out the minds of the jackals. If we did that, this place is horrifying. We should go right now.
And so we're all following after Kieran, leaving the cave, heart stricken and sad. Except for Jasminder, who's gonna make a hard left and go this way.
Cool.
Okay.
Somebody go talk to her.
Jasminder is immediately going back to the big green cave.
Shivers is running after her.
She's going.
Are we not leaving?
I
No.
don't really
Lazy-
want to go.
Jordan, or will you go talk to her so we can get out on the road? Then we agreed to leave.
Wait, hold on a second. Why are we leaving?
Exactly.
Because this place is dangerous, and
No more dangerous than the thugs that we just put down up there. And we're here for
Is
magic,
m-
Kieran. This is magic. There is magic right here.
I don't know what that is, but it's fucking with me.
Magic. Kieran, are you looking at me right now? Do you see me?
Yes, and you look incredible.
So let's go.
But this place,
Kieran,
It's-
are you scared?
Oh, hang on, you guys cut out for a second. Sorry. Back up
Yes.
like
cut out,
5 seconds. Yeah. Oh, it was an everybody thing, maybe.
I heard that. It was all happening to me too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The only thing that you might have missed was Maisie just asked Kieran if he was scared, and it's just like, yes, of course I'm scared. That's why I want to go.
Listen, as much as I don't really care much for having to do the duties of a silver palm, whatever it is, I keep forgetting the grip.
Hand watch.
Silver
Sure,
watch.
close.
The silver watch.
Silver slapper. Yeah, right.
Sure.
We'll run out of words
Uh-uh.
eventually.
One day. It ain't today. Knowing Victory from what little bit we've been able to interact with her, it seems like she's definitely the type that if we go back, she's going to try and order us right back here. You really want to walk from A to B to A again?
It takes him a second to process all of that because he is not sober. But once he understands what you're saying, he just kind of hangs his head dejectedly and motions for her to go ahead. He'll follow.
I'm just saying that is. I absolutely can see that as being something she would make us do. So let's just get it
Yeah.
out of the way now.
You're not wrong. Just don't touch the walls.
All right.
I can stand by you if that would make you feel better, so you're not as scared, but I don't want to say there's absolutely nothing to be scared of, because it is magic we're talking about, but it could be kind of amazing as well.
Listen, I thought I heard something. Maybe I heard something that wasn't there. Spooked me for a second. It's fine. Maisie's right. We're just gonna get sent back here again if we go back empty-handed. After you, Jasmine.
Just make a break for it. Just going into the cave.
All right.
Jesus shit.
I mean, if she's making a
Running.
break for it, then what are
I got 45 speed. Maybe she
What are the rest of
is
y'all doing?
running into there.
She's gone.
Gibbers is chasing after her as fast as he can. Probably
Maisie
yelling
is
at her to hold on.
Maisie is absolutely just slowly walking after them. Nope.
We're being reckless. I'm gonna stand in here.
cool.
Tyrion is going to have an arrow half knocked the entire time they're moving.
Okay. Yeah, so you go fully into the kind of cavern where you kind of notice all the veins converge into this almost spider web of slightly pulsing, slightly glowing veins of dormant magic.
You remember how Kieran said, "Don't touch the veins"? I'm touching them babies.
Cool.
Oh, he was talking to
Jasmine,
me. He was talking to Maisie when he said that. Like he was kind of like half warning her to not do it.
Jasminder is
What, for me
on
to not do
hands and knees.
No, to not touch the veins, the green veins
Oh.
on the wall. He was making a point of saying that's what spooked him. When he did that, something happened that spooked him.
Well, I ain't got no.
So
She's
as
touching
you
them and feeling the magic.
you're trying to connect with the magic?
Yeah, she hands and knees on the ground, just touching the veins and like feeling the magic and just feeling really excited by everything that's happening.
Yeah, this is super exciting. Roll a d10.
Let's go! Rolling. That's a d20. That's a
Just a
d110.
Nope, just a d10 for
10.
10.
There's just a menu
Okay,
that you can select.
Interesting. Nothing happens.
Okay, good. She's like a kid in a candy store. She's just really
Yeah.
happy about this right now.
Yeah, you feel that kind of like connection to life and energy, but there isn't anything particular that happens. There's no fireworks, there's no
Can I feel this way?
explosions. You're just connected. But you do see that the cavern kind of goes down farther, dipping up not into a complete cliff face, but definitely an incline, kind of rocky, and it would be somewhat, you gather, hard to descend. And it looks a little bit difficult to see. Even for dark vision, it's almost like there's like blurry, like something's getting in the way.
Interesting. What's this thing over here to my left?
That is just kind of another like concentration of the veins and such. That was just part of the map. Really, the only way further down you can see it, like, kind of, that is actually a straight kind of way going like up and diagonal, kind of up out of your reach. But it like continues up, opens into the cavern you're in now, and then kind of tapers off and descends into a kind of funnel going down.
And question. The stuff that looks kind of goopy, is that just like part of the map, or is
Yeah,
that a
that's
thing?
just part of the map that
Okay.
I don't make
fine.
all these maps by hand, so.
Yeah. Jasmine's just gonna keep going this way.
All right.
Okay.
There he goes.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Actually, wait. Stop right there. First, I'm gonna have you make
Stop me.
if you're making a perception check or if you're just going for it. You can just go for it if you want.
She would just go to, like, you said it was like a cliff. She's just
Yep.
gonna
Nope.
go
It's
to
like
the edge
a
of that
very
cliff.
like okay. So you're kind of sliding down this incline further down, and you do stop right there. I will say, as
Can Shivers also go down this thing?
sure, but you're gonna
What's your
probably
stat?
but with Jasminder going first, something's gonna happen first. As
Okay.
Jasminder, you
Let's go.
do see further down into this cavern. It continues a little ways. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, so even with your dark vision, it's a bit obscured, almost like something's kind of getting in the way of it, but you aren't quite sure what it might be or what it is, and it's weird. This kind of almost like watery type obscurity toward the rest of the room gets closer and closer as you kind of slide down, and you slide directly into this thing, this massive cold ooze.
Let's go,
I
baby.
knew it.
And you literally slide right onto this gelatinous cube, as it kind of just engulfs you. And
just
I
wants
need
a
you to just
hug.
make a dexterity saving throw for me real quick.
It just wants a hug.
It just wants a hug. It's just giving you a big ol' hug.
It's not with advantage, so 12.
You could use one of
12
your
just
inspiration to make it
succeeds.
an 18. Never mind.
You hit the cube and you get pushed just back from it, but you are like right up against it.
Oop.
And I'm gonna need you guys to roll some initiative as you almost get straight up engulfed by this cube.
God damn it.
He's
I was gonna say,
embracing
it's not that, like,
me.
actually moving around the corner, Maisie started to follow, but before she was just watching from the little entryway, and now she's like, oh, you've got me, Kimmy.
Alright,
You don't know what I
actually-
saw? I will shout that I saw, or that there's a gelatinous cube in front of me, I suppose.
Let's go front
Wait,
line.
should I roll-
Roll them below a 10.
Should I roll with disadvantage, even though I got a natural 2, to see if I get the natural 1? And
let me see what the initiative order is.
I literally cannot roll below a 10.
Yeah, no.
I can't roll below an 11.
You're
actually,
fine
because
because
of the 1.
you're still going. You would still go where you are in the initiative order. But Jasmine, you are first as you kind of bonk up against this cube, and it is obscuring the entire way down. It is kind of just stuck in this hallway.
Shivers, I could use your help.
I mean, he's already great sorted out.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Oh, I go first.
Mhm.
Hail.
Oh, hell.
Shit.
What y'all doing? I don't know. It's a gelatinous cube just here in front of me.
Yep. You kind of bounced up against it. It does like it. It kind of sizzled as you like touched it. It does not feel pleasant to the touch.
I don't like that it sizzles. Catch me at a loss for words. Okay, I'm gonna take out my sword. Which, nope, I'm taking out my sword, I lied.
Okay.
Let's take out the longsword. And I'm gonna try to slash at it and see what happens. It's a 20.
20 will hit.
Lovely. Lovely. I will say I'm doing this two-handed.
Okay. Also, as a note real quick, I misread the thing that you moved into its space. Technically, it would have gotten a surprise round on you.
Period.
It
That's
is-
fine.
That's fine. It's just gonna make an attack for an 18 to hit.
Jesus.
I do believe in 18 hits, yeah.
Okay. That is 9 acid damage.
Okay, just the 9?
Yeah, just
the 9.
the 9. It was not a natural 20. It did not have advantage.
Okay.
It so that sizzle you feel when you kind of first walk into it is quite painful. But you do manage to quickly unsheath your sword and bring it in for a swipe across the cube.
-9. Oh, I love that for me. Period.
Does anything happen to her sword when it hits the gelatinous cube?
Nope.
Yeah, nothing happens to it?
Nothing happens.
Well, I already touched it and it sizzled, so I don't think I want to punch it. But I could really... No, I'm not going to punch it. I'm going to hold off on that. I am going to, however, kind of scramble backwards,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Mm-hmm. Kieran.
Kieran, did she like fall down the thing, or did she just walk into a gelatinous cube?
She walked into it. Well, so it's kind of on like an incline going down further into the cavern, and she just kind of slid down the rocks and just like bloop, right up against it.
All right. He's not like I said. He is walking around with an arrow half knocked like in his hand with the bow ready. So he's just following Maisie in. And it's going to move behind the party, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. And I imagine he gets about where he is when he sees Jasmender backing away from
A cube.
a cube of goo?
It's just a cube of goo.
Gelatin.
I wouldn't touch it.
Well, what the fuck is that thing?
I don't know, but it burns.
It hit you?
I hit it. This is its home.
He's not convinced this is anything but something weird happening in the cave. Can he hold his attack to see if it does anything?
Sure.
Cool. He's going to do that. If this cube of jello makes an aggressive action against any of his allies, he's going to shoot. But again, in his head, this is a weird cube of jello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the cube's turn. And on the cube's turn,
It's cute.
it is getting cube, but also,
What's it gonna do? Roll?
Jasminer, you notice, and Shivers too, and you guys right about here, through the wall, more ooze just starts falling from the wall, from kind of where one of the veins is, and you notice another one just kind of manifest out of the wall, like right next to you guys.
Word.
And it is going to try and just kind of move into your space, Shivers, since you're just kind of right there.
Let's get fucking cute.
So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Would that count as an aggressive action against one of my allies?
Yes, it would.
Can that trigger Kieran's opportunity or Kieran's held action?
Yes, it may.
I'll save the next roll for after that.
That is an 11.
An 11 hits.
Damn.
All
I
right.
guess it's like a cubic meter of cube.
Oh yeah, it's
Just
really, it's
Jello.
just, it doesn't have any armor or anything. It's just jello.
That's going to be 14
Against this
piercing
one?
damage against the one that's trying to invade my ally space.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Sydney, if you're pinging, I think you're doing it on the GM or map
Oh,
layer. because,
I
the last few
was.
times you said
I was
this
gonna say
one,
that, but
I
maybe
haven't
you-
seen anything.
Yeah, I was pinging the GM layer, but I fixed it, so it's all fine. And then this
Cool.
one is going to move up and try and
Can you not?
like just kind of roll and like slap you with, I guess, just
It
part of it.
slaps?
Not
Oh,
slaps, but like part of it like moves in an almost like
It wiggles
arm,
at me.
not an arm, but it just like part
A
of it like,
pseudopod.
yeah, it's pseudopod. So part of this kind of not arm, but like length of the ooze just comes out and makes a swipe towards you.
That's
Also,
terrible.
14
Shivers,
on that
you
dex save, by the
yes.
way, not a crit. Yeah.
You succeed. So you are you are fine where you are, as this is just kind of coming out of the wall. You manage to resist getting shoved by it, and it's gonna make towards you, Jasminder. Does a 17?
17 hit.
For 13 acid.
Ow! Yeah, that. Oh. Yeah, she screams at that one.
Yeah, it is not pleasant to the skin at all, and it definitely, there's a burn, kind of feeling as this ooze makes contact with your skin. Us.
Literal screaming.
Yeah, what is this bird gonna do? That thing sounded like it hurt, so he does not want to take an attack because he is a bird and can only shove his face into it. So he's just gonna move out of the way a bit and just stick there in melee range. So that will be it.
Can you give you the
for
health
him.
action?
I mean, what would he hold? He doesn't want to attack.
No, just can he give you the health action? Can he use his turn to help you
Oh,
give you advantage on your turn?
I think,
I mean, if you want
I
to
would,
allow him to
I would
help
allow
for
that.
attack, I guess.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, I'll allow that, sure.
Alright, cool. So then he's gonna just hang out there and try to be a pest while Joran is right after, so she'll just move up to where he left off, and she's just gonna take a swing at it with the maul.
Go for it.
That is with advantage because he's helping. That's a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
8 damage.
Excellent. It wobbles as you like you would like if it's exactly what you would expect to happen if you took a giant maul and just smacked the side of a jello cube that was like the size of multiple people. It'd be humorous if it wasn't also trying to like engulf one of your friends right now.
You hear Joran kind of laugh under her breath a little bit.
Maisie, it is your turn.
Howdy there. How bad are people looking?
Do believe Maisie's looking pretty rough and was screaming in pain.
Jasmine.
Jasminder.
Jasmine, that's what I meant.
Okay, I was
Sorry.
gonna say,
Jasmine.
I'm trying to focus on other things. DM brain has been activated. Don't worry about it. It's
no,
fine.
it's alright. I think he has to be up in there to do it. To kind of get her out of there, she would have to go into Shiver's spot, grab Jasminder, and then yank her out. Could she do that?
So you're trying to
No.
just kind of pull her out of the
Yeah,
area?
like yank her. I was gonna say yank her out of position and like just to get her out of the middle of the fray.
So you can use it would to move another person by force would take twice your movement. So it would be getting in there is half your movement, and then to pull her out, you would only be able to pull her out, I would say, 10 feet.
What, to like
So
that'll
you could
be
pull her out
like
to
here,
here.
here, and then out to where? Here.
Um,
You were on the
uh,
GM
the-
layer, I think. I didn't see a ping. There we go.
yeah, so this one here, kind of diagonal to Jorn, right in front of you.
Alright, I'll do that then. That's my full. Where
That would
should
be
Maisie?
your full movement.
Yeah, where should she end up?
Maisie would probably, let's see.
I would think either here or right back where you started.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one of those two.
I'm gonna say make just a strength check to see if you're kind of caught a little bit closer or further away from the cube. Just to see.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do a strength save because it's the same either way. Wow!
Okay.
15!
Yeah, then you can stay right where you are, and Jasminder, you are right here.
Okay. Awesome.
Right
Alright,
here?
yeah, she
Yes.
ducks and grabs her and force pulls her out of there. For the sake of fairness, would I get opportunity attacks from that whole deal?
You would get one opportunity attack from it, yeah. For
Okay.
moving in and out of its space. That is only an 11 to hit, however.
That, surprisingly, for once, that doesn't hit
I
me.
know. Yeah, I only rolled a 7, so that's your movement then.
Yes, that's my movement. Action-wise, how bad is our gal? Like, real bad?
She is so bad right now.
She's got 21 hit points and we're level 3 or 4.
Oh, alright, yeah, that's pretty bad. Alright, I'm gonna do both of my, I'll patch job first, so that's a 10. And then I will first aid as well. So she yanks her out and just immediately starts, like, pulls out a... I imagine she pulls out, like, a little jar, and the liquid is a little more,
A nice
akin to
salve.
water, rather than it being more like a solve. But she just...
Yeah, it's like
pours
witch
it on the
hazel. She
floor.
just douses me in witch hazel.
Yeah, basically. But we'll just... So 16 total healing, but that's my action bonus action all gone.
Alright. Shivers. There's a whole lot of
Shivers?
jello around you.
Shivers was going to just pick Jasminder up and literally throw her towards Maisie, like as hard as he possibly could.
Love to just throw.
But before he could even do that, Maisie, with like the speed of like a summer cricket, fucking launched in and just got her ass. Which one hurt her worse?
Does
I think
I
it's
think
the top
it was
one?
this one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah, it was the one that
Shivers?
she ran into.
God, Shivers is gonna whoop this thing's ass.
Okay, go for
Can
it.
he hit it from right here? I think
Yeah.
technically right.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay, he's fucking... Hey gang. Sword time. That's a
Sword time.
17
17 will hit.
for 13 damage.
13 damage, that's pretty good.
And that's it.
Alright,
I think-
yeah.
yep.
Whereas Joran's had the
Just a solid
comedic effect of the yours is more of you just slice a chunk of it off, and as you slice part of it and part of it leaves the cube, it just sort of melts back towards the ground and it kind of sizzles against the rocks and stuff. But as soon as it's severed from the main cube, it just kind of falls to water.
Okay.
Danny, question real quick.
Yes, what's up?
Was this a game where we're allowed to use our real dice, or would we like to continue using?
If it's okay, I'd prefer just in our thing so I can see the rolls, just to kind of keep things easier for me.
Period. That is all.
Um,
Double checking.
Yeah, no worries. It is your turn. What you doing?
Oh shit! It's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. I'm at the bottom of the round.
It's your turn.
Oh, I thought
Welcome.
you were saying it's your turn to someone, not me.
No, it's your
okay.
turn.
Shit, it's my turn. Okay. All right.
No.
What can I do at this point? Hey, yo, I'm out of key points. Let's go. I'm gonna try and get as far away from it as possible, actually. I'm going to be behind Kieran
Okay.
at this point. And I'm gonna throw a kunai at it, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
13.
That hits.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure
Haku
Gelatinous
kunai at
cubes
it
have
in
an AC of like 10.
kunai with no chain.
So you were throwing it the one right in front of Joran, yes?
Thank you for recording that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, it sinks in and kind of leaves a little bit of like a scratch from where you can see it made contact. And
Period.
part of it just kind of sloughs off the side.
I only have bonus actions with my fists, and I'm not touching that thing again, so that is my turn.
All right. Kieran.
Kieran is going to line up another shot and take a shot with his short bow. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
You got it. For 14, focusing fire on this guy.
Gotcha.
Does he see his arrows in the jello, or are they
Yeah, you
just
can
kind of like...
As you like kind of pull back your short bow and that you can see the arrow right through it, but it like stops partway through as it makes that initial like piercing blow and then gets stopped by just the sheer viscosity of the cube, the gelatin.
That makes sense.
It's like ballistic gel.
Mm-hmm. A little bit like ballistic gel, yeah. It is the cube's turn. For this one here, it is going to it is going to move into your space and try and engulf you, Shivers. Make a dexterity saving throw again for me.
Let's go! That's not.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Okay. So,
Engulfed.
you get engulfed. On a failed save, it enters your space, and you are completely enveloped in this gelatinous kind of mass. You are restrained. You cannot breathe. And you are stuck. And that's its turn. But this other one here is going to
I'm gonna get my
try
bodyguard
and-
at it.
it is going to bring out one of these kind of like just not tentacle but pseudopod pullet and try and smack Joran for 22 to hit.
22 hits.
For 8. Oh my god! Oh,
Damn,
I
Is that
rolled
max
how you
damage?
really
Yeah,
feel.
I
Oh, damn.
That is
rolled
actually
I
max
think
damage.
I said we would get our comeuppance at some point. So
That
comeuppance
is
is being had.
18
I have-
acid damage.
I have a really important question about Jello Shivers over there.
Mm-hmm.
Does he shiver so hard that the entire Jello vibrates?
A little bit, yeah.
Perfect.
There's just a subtle little.
This is good. This is good. This is good info. This is
just
important
like
It's
info.
very important. It is Oz's turn.
Also,
Okay.
important question: are you alive?
Yeah,
Or
Jordan. This thing just kind of smacks you like in the chest, and it like kind of it burns, and you can feel it just like kind of like acid burning at your scales. There's a sizzling noise. It's not good.
Yeah, that's fun.
Awful.
Oz is gonna move. I'm gonna have him come down to, I'm gonna say this corner. I'm assuming there's room here, right?
Yeah, you can come around the side, and Shivers is no longer there, so you can just go to the corner.
Gotcha. Oz is gonna hold. Can he hold the help action if someone comes over to try to help Shivers?
Sure.
It's like
How-
tugging it on their neck.
yeah, what?
Yeah,
like,
I will say
do you have
for
any idea of
flavor-
like how he does so?
Yeah, he'll kind of hang out up at a little out of reach. He'll try to fly closer to the ceiling. If he sees anyone go over to try to assist Shivers, he is gonna like kind of swoop down and start being just a massive pest to the cube without actually attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll try to draw some
Distract
attention
you.
to himself as opposed to the person coming over to help Shivers.
Okay, I will allow that. Yeah, that's a unique way of going about it. I will allow that.
Gotcha. And then for Joran's turn, we're gonna try something else interesting with her. She is gonna come just over to, I think this corner works. Let me measure them. She's gonna use her breath weapon.
Yeah!
And try to
Let's
hit both of
go.
these cubes here. So that is, I'm just gonna link this for you.
Mm-hmm.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw, which the DC is, I did this math earlier, I believe it is a 13.
Okay, cool. And then it's acid damage?
Correct.
Nice. Oh my god.
Jesus shit.
So for that
That
damage,
that was a charisma check. Their constitution is a little better, but taking the flat rolls, the first one succeeds, the second one does not.
Nice.
gotcha. So the one that fails, it is that full 2d6 damage, so 10. The one that
Nice.
saved takes half.
I mean, hey, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
And
Yeah.
just,
Damage.
just with the rest of her movement, she's just gonna come right back to that space she was in, so she can try to body block the cube. I don't think that's gonna work. but she's gonna
I mean,
try.
you're doing pretty good. As Jordan, you get, for reference, you get slapped with a pretty decent amount of acid, and as you can feel it kind of burning at some of your scales and like kind of along your arms, you kind of take a few steps and you unleash just like, I imagine it's not the same kind of acid, but it's like something similar, as you just kind of revenge acid the cubes, and a weird back and forth, but they both seem to be affected by whatever acid Dragonborn have.
Joran is just like, my turn, bitch.
It's pretty fucking metal. Maisie, it is your turn.
Alright. How are health wise? Are people better? No better, no
Imagine
less.
Joran's probably
Yeah.
hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
Jordan,
she looks
Jordan
kinda
took
rough.
max damage from.
Alright.
Is
Alright,
probably
Jordan,
worse off
I'm coming
than,
up
but,
behind you.
Also, Shivers is enveloped.
Yeah,
don't
he's
worry about it.
engulfed.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I can't help too much with that!
I'm just giving you that up.
But 12 to Joran then. Yeah, I don't know if I can really help him too much, depending on what role it is to.
Yeah, I think we have one person who has good strength. Well, two people that have good strength. One of them is currently the one enveloped.
My boy got absorbed.
This is so cool. This is such an iconic D&D experience. I've never had until now.
Shivers got engulfed by the cube.
This is seriously sick as shit. I'm having the time of my life in here.
I imagine like he can't even really move. It just freezes in whatever position he was in. I will let you decide what position he was in, Jenny.
It's probably just with his sword out. you know, stanced up like hell.
Mm-hmm. So that is a 12 healing to Joran.
Yes, sir!
Alright.
Yeah, that'll probably be Maisie's turn, because I can't do much else.
Okay. I'm just checking to make sure I can read this right.
Yeah.
Start of each of the cubes' turn. So you can try and make a. You can try to escape Shivers. I need you to make a strength check.
Check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does that succeed?
Fortunately, yeah, you kind of reach
That's fine.
your hand
Don't worry about
out, but it just
Hold on.
You can't quite wiggle
I'm going
free.
to use an ability called Saving Face. Comes from being a hobgoblin.
Oh.
If you miss with an attack or roll or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet of you. That turns that 11 into a 16.
Oh shit. Okay. So, you
Is
managed
Oz
to
count
get.
an ally?
I
Does
would
Oz
say
count
that
as an ally?
Oz definitely counts as an ally.
Okay. Hell yeah. Gang,
Um,
man.
Yeah, I would count Oz. But it far succeeds what you need. The DC that you needed to beat. So you managed to reach your hand out, and you can feel as it kind of breaks free of the cube's kind of restrictive pressure. And once you get your hand out, it's really just a matter of wiggling the rest of yourself free and kind of shoving yourself out of this cube in a really, this is probably gonna be gross, but almost getting like
go.
rebirthed, like you're
Yeah.
covered in this gross gelatinous goo.
You're
Second
covered in
time in a
amniotic
week,
fluid.
baby. I'm being reborn in this bitch every day.
This is really like an everyday occurrence for Shivers, huh? But you were free of the cube. I will say Oz does help a little bit, kind of comes down and harries
when
just
my
a bit.
hand comes out.
Yeah.
I assume I move here since I'm not in its space anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I still have my thing, or is that it, or is breaking out it?
I'm gonna say that's your action to break out.
Hell yeah. That's it.
All right, Jasminder.
He gets out and just turns around, sword at the ready again. Let's go.
Goddamn. I am going to throw another kunai at it.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. I think we said 13 hits.
Yeah. Which one?
Let's start with the one that engulfed Shivers.
Gotcha. Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage.
Another 8.
I mean, hey, that's max damage for your little darts.
I think this is the second 8 you've rolled for that.
Yeah.
It is.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Pretty good.
She's a master dart thrower.
Mm-hmm.
I will have you guys know, the player, discovered that I am a fucking ace with shuriken, so this is on par for me.
And then
Nice.
she
Nice.
rolled a nat one.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
What happened.
Carrie.
I mean, it's a cube, so
Mhm.
you could be as vague as you want with this.
Mm-hmm.
How's this one looking? I understand
I
it's
will
a
say
cube
it's.
of
I will
jello.
say it is just a cube, but there are significant parts of the cube that have been carved off, or like kind of splattered against the wall or the floor, as you guys have been launching these attacks against it. I'd say about half of it has been scattered.
Only goes back on a long rest. That's lame. And probably gonna run into other stuff too. So I'm gonna hold on to the Wells of the Great that I still have. And yeah, we'll just stand for the first one then.
Mhm.
The one that we've been doing more damage to.
Oh yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Alright, for 16 damage.
Good lord. That's some good damage. It's looking very rough. Your
Alright.
arrow takes off quite
Cool.
a chunk.
That's what a
And
great
again,
fail on the weapon die.
this is important. Are some of his arrows staying cohesive arrows?
I would
Because-
just because of the nature of the cube, they are just getting like you can see they're kind of just getting absorbed after
Yeah.
a round or so. That
Alright, so this is the third round. So far, 2 of his arrows have probably completely dissolved, and that third one's
Yeah.
still fresh.
mhm.
Alright, we gotta kill these things fast, otherwise I might run out of arrows.
The sunk cost fallacy of the acid cubes.
It is the cube's turns. And this one in particular is looking pretty rough, but they really can't go anywhere because there's just a meat shield line of Shivers and Joran in the way. And so this one is going to reach out and try and smack you because how dare you leave, Shivers.
That's so fair and honest.
It's a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Oh, I forgot you have really high AC. So yeah,
You needed one more. You needed literally one more number.
It lashes out, but you just kind of dodge and weave out of the way, and the other one kind of reaches out for you, Joran, for 9 to hit.
9 doesn't
That's
hit.
a 9. Yep. So these cubes suck ass.
Yeah, Oz is just gonna keep rinse and repeat. This time he is gonna he's gonna help Shivers when Shivers' turn comes up since he's right there.
Mhm.
Okay, and for Joran, she's just gonna take on the smack at it for flavor. She's gonna find one of those like range projectiles that's been shot into this thing, and she's gonna just try to smack at that spot with her maul and try to drive it through.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
It is a
That
10 to
hits.
hit. That hits.
Wait,
Okay.
Hell yeah!
You guys
Yeah,
have no
their-
idea how bad they
Their
are.
AC is like 8.
13 damage.
Oh, it's so close. It is just like the last part of it has almost become water. It's like probably half
Dang.
the size of what it initially was. Probably reduced about to there.
It got smaller.
As you've just sloshed part of it off, hitting that, you managed to hit one of Jasminder's darts, and it just slices like a quarter of it off. And that is your turn then?
Yep.
Alrighty, Maisie.
Macy is muted.
Oh no, Maisie.
Oh no.
Hi. Shivers, how are you looking?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. How's Joran looking?
She is actually pretty okay after that last round.
Okay, so no one's in immediate need of aid right now.
You're
Alright,
drunk.
Could you please give him a banana?
Over here. All right. If everyone right now, health-wise, is doing okay, we're going to see if I can shoot a tiny cube.
Go for
Can't
it.
guarantee it. All right.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You would have hit with either roll. That's wild.
Thanks.
Okay. 6 and 8. Sorry, you're going for the one in front of Jorn or the one that engulfed Shivers?
Which one did we say was lower? That was almost.
The one that's now
The tiny
smaller.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go for the tiny.
Yeah, so your crossbow bolt just goes straight through the middle of it, and it just sloshes to, like, acidic water that just kind of, like, sizzles a moment against the rocks before just completely kind of melting away. And you guys managed to get one of them. Shivers.
Sword time. I don't know about y'all. I think it's sword o'clock.
It is sword o'clock.
Sort of
That's a
clock.
nat 1 on the die.
Woo! Wow.
That is a nat 1.
I'm not rolling jack shit. I want to roll my damage dice just to see what I lost. Ah, man, that's sad.
Yeah, that is.
I hit it for a 13.
You would have hit it real hard. And this one is not looking as decimated as the one that you just hit.
It's just like the monkey where it went to hit Shivers, and Shivers just sort of ducked out of the way, and the Shivers went to hit it, and it just sort of ducked out of the way.
It just keeps happening.
Fair enough. Creates a good duel. That's him, though. That's it.
All right. I didn't mean. Jasminder, it is your turn.
I can only launch darts at this range, so pew.
That hits.
Fuck yeah, dude.
25 for 6 damage.
6 damage.
Nice.
I'm wearing it down.
Hey, every little bit counts. Kieran.
Aaron is going to Rudy Tooty point and shooty. A 9?
9
Damn.
hits.
I thought it was 8. But I was like, maybe she buffed it? Maybe she buffed it to 10?
It is shit AC. But these things are just
16.
a well of hit points.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the arrow store after this, guys. We're gonna have to leave to go restock.
There's
before
not
we
one
come
of those
back.
down here. There's not one of those down here.
Unfortunately not.
I have some arrows in my bag.
Oh,
I
I'm
can just
losing
restock
kunai.
you.
I've got a few bolts, but I usually don't get to hit things with it.
Let's see. So yeah, okay, yeah, the 16 damage, I went ahead and marked that. It is starting to look pretty beat up like the other one was. I will say the size is significantly reduced as you guys have been
Alright.
kind of wailing on it.
Then he's gonna use his movement to come over to where the other one died and pick up the last arrow that he had fired at it.
Okay, yeah, I will say your last arrow is fine, your other arrows are not.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. And this cube is gonna try and smack Shivers for a 13. Does not have advantage. So...
Give it advantage. Why not? Roll a 3 and then I'll eat it.
Why would it have
I mean, if
advantage?
you want me to, it can just, like, what little of it remains can just latch onto you. If you really want it to have advantage for some reason.
I'll leave it
it'll
to
just-
you. I gave you express permission to do it. You make this choice.
You did give me express permission.
I'll
I-
absolutely give you the opportunity to do it. I won't even be mad.
Sure, the pseudopod, it just kind of, okay, so here's the mental image that I'm going for, right? You guys have been hacking away at this, filling it with darts and arrows and crossbow bolts. As you can just see, parts of it just keep falling away as the integrity of this kind of gelatin is continually weakened. And in a last-ditch effort to try and consume and, like, get nutrients, it just launches itself at you, Shivers. It just, like, full body throws itself at you. And, like a little squid just kind of latches onto your face.
Oh no.
For 17 acid damage. Because
Not bad.
there you go.
Hell yeah, brother!
There you go.
I've been waiting for that. Hell yeah!
It
Oh,
just latches onto your
no.
face. Because sure, why not?
Hell yeah! Thank you. I'm glad you did that.
Oz, it's your turn. Enjoy,
Yeah,
I
Asa's
guess.
gonna just swing around to the back. I mean, I'll say he helps for flavor, but he's just moving there to help with
also-
flanking.
Yeah, flanking.
Joran is gonna come down and how tall is this cube now? Just for context.
It's about the size of a person. Probably
She's
about 5-6
gonna-
feet, somewhere in there.
Yeah, she's gonna hit it with the maul. She's gonna raise it up over her head and just bring it like straight down on this here cube
Mm-hmm.
for a total of a 9.
That hits.
We found out
Are
9
you-
hits.
9 hits. 9 hits.
It does, yeah.
I'm not-
Kieran hit
I
with the
cannot
9
tell
last
you.
turn.
How bad its AC is.
Fucking amazing. 11 damage.
11 damage. That's pretty damn good as you, accidentally removed.
Sure, I was like, man, she can't hit the actual giant thing on the floor.
I messed up
Oh.
the health. Give me one moment. Because I accidentally, removed 111 health instead of 11. So
Oh,
you
no.
can imagine what his health bar looks like right now.
That happened. We've all been there. I've been
Okay,
there.
that's the proper health it's supposed to have. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Joran?
That's it.
Alright, Maisie.
Shivers, buddy, how you doing? Hello?
How
Fuck,
you
I'm
doing?
muted.
Yes.
I was trying to unmute, but I was already unmuted. Anyway, is it off my face now?
For the most part, yeah, because a good portion of it just got smashed into the ground by Joran.
I imagine he's stumbling a bit.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, it's alright. No, it's fine.
How
I
bad
just need
does
a
it look?
moment.
How bad does it look?
He's at 28 out of 45.
There's some acid burns on his face.
I'm gonna use second wind, but it's like I can't tell like Shivers can't tell Macy I'm gonna magically adrenaline my face speed back. You know what I mean?
Just gonna push through it.
Yeah.
You just say I'm fine. Just say I'm fine.
I mean, he did say I just need a second. I'll be good. But he can't deny that he just got acid all over his face. So you know.
I was gonna say, I think for the sake of OC knowing that you're doing that, but I see Maisie seeing somebody injured. She will take her water skin and she's gonna like just splash it over his face to get some of the acid off. Is like her method of helping with that for
Okay.
the second one, maybe.
Hell yeah.
But I think she will, excuse me, you know, I think she'll go with Jasminder, actually, just to heal her up, 'cause she got hurt.
You
I
got
got
Sure.
mollywopped by a gelatinous cube.
Yeah, I will give her, she'll turn back, she'll bonus action first aid, do her last first aid to Jasminder. That's 7 to you, and then I'll see if I can shoot another box.
Hmm.
There you go. 19.
Holy
Why
shit.
am I
need a
No,
rolling
you have
decent?
would she have flanking if the
No,
You guys are,
flanking
like,
is flanking
directly
is melee.
across? Oh, right.
Flanking is melee only.
So, okay. I mean, that's still 10 damage. This
Yeah,
thing
10
is
damage.
just, it
damage.
is so
Why?
close to, it is just about just completely melted.
Here's my luck. I'm rolling really good on the enemies that have a 8 AC instead of rolling really well against the people who have, you know, a 10 or higher. Go figure.
Shivers, what you doing, bud?
Sword time. Sword.com. Red Sword Redemption.
2.
9.
Hits!
Nice.
This is
I'm
like the
pretty
third
sure
9 in a row we've rolled.
pretty sure the only way we could miss these things is if we nat one.
Yeah, no,
Shivers
you,
did
how do
that.
how do you kill it, Shivers?
It's like his size, right?
Mhm.
He quite dismissively just like he just got splashed with water and then he just turns to it and just very dismissively slices it in half. Just casual, one hand just down the length of it.
Mhm.
And then he'll second win.
But before you
Okay.
second
I mean,
wind,
you guys are out of combat.
yeah,
Or 1d10
before you
plus-
second
Uh-huh.
wind, why don't we take
Yeah.
a short rest? And we could use
Well,
our
that's
hit
great.
dice.
Well, that's great, but I also get second win back if I finish a short rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
because as we come
Yeah.
out of combat, the first thing that in character, I think it's 1d10, Jenny.
1d10.
1d10
Oh
plus
my
your
fucking god, that was 3d10. I for some reason was putting that in like that was the 3 was the plus I got. Son of a bitch.
1d10 plus your level, I believe.
Well, thank God that was an
So
ass
it's-
roll.
Well, it's 1d10 plus 4 then.
Plus
since
3.
You guys are level
Oh,
4.
plus 4. You're so
You guys are
right.
level 4.
1d10.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
We just
The
fought
fir-
2 gelatinous cubes.
Let's go,
We
dude.
level up.
No, that's not how this works. You fought 2 gelatinous cubes. You're not
But-
immediately
but
level
wait,
He's
5.
straight up
But
almost an X.
but today we also not tonight, but
Uh-huh.
this day in game we also fought a bunch of bandits and a
Uh-huh.
bunch of other bandits,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
Jasminder went on a mushroom tree. I'm totally busting your balls.
It sounds
You guys
like
are
level up time.
milestone. Nice
I'm
try.
not gonna say. Can I have a milestone for letting you crit me? I'm kidding.
As
but
Maisie's
I-
nose just starts to bleed as people are referencing things she doesn't understand. She's like, how about we take a short rest?
Yeah, as we come out of combat, the first thing Kira's gonna say is, "Listen, we've had a very long day just to get to like the opening of this cave, and we just fought 2 giant cubes of fucking fino oil. Can we take a minute?"
Jasminder's gonna see if she can get her kunai back at all.
Would they
Do they
be,
Or
exist
at least made of
anymore?
solid
would they be metal?
Yes.
Then they are. I'll
I get
say
at
you're
least
able to
one
get
back?
half of them back.
I get 1.5 back. Let's go.
You can get one of them back.
The same one.
Yeah.
I'd wash those down before you touch them.
Yeah, she's gonna like, I guess reach into her bag and like grab one of the extra blankets and use it to pick it up and just put it back in there.
So can we take a minute and just like let Jasminder and Shivers breathe?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and she's gonna lean against the rock.
I can
Alright
breathe
with
now.
that.
I just couldn't breathe when I was inside of the thing.
Says take a break, Shivers.
Shivers, you got absorbed.
Garen's actually gonna step away from the wall and sit down.
I guess I hear that it's a break.
But can Jasminder look around and make sure there are no more gelatinous cubes
Make a
coming
perception.
to absolutely wreck their shit?
Make a
Assist with
perception
that.
check. With I'll say perception with advantage. There are no,
Never mind.
there are no
matter.
cubes.
Let's
The
go.
cave or the tunnel going down no longer has any weird distorting effects or like perception blur.
That's
could
my
say-
nat 20 for the whole campaign, baby.
You could say they've been squared.
Oh no.
Where's it?
Um,
Can I do it? Can I do it?
What are you doing?
Can I use the soundboard?
Oh
This is
no!
the only point in the campaign in which I will let you. After
Heck
now, it is
yeah.
getting muted.
Hex yeah, let's go.
West,
Uh huh.
take take inspiration from my game for that part.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll do it. But I think because my first aid revamps on a short rest, it recharges. So I think Maisie will actually pick up what's left of the gelatinous cube, and like as they're resting, she's definitely like leaning up against a wall or something, away from the veins. But will kind of take what she can and distill it to turn into like help her make like new medicine or something, to get that back flavor wise.
Jasmine
Okay.
just kind of got her back to the wall and closing her eyes and inhaling and exhaling very deeply.
yeah, Joran sits down kind of where she is on the map in the opening of the tunnel so that there is now a giant dragonborn in the way if anything does miraculously appear out of thin air to come up the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Shivers is just taking a rest. Very simple rest. Just chilling out.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
For the hell
roll.
of it.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check for Kieran.
Okay.
10 or higher, and he's going to spend the short rest drinking water and trying to soak her up. 10 or lower, he's going to drink more.
Mm-hmm.
You mean 9 or lower?
9 or lower, he's gonna drink more.
That's a 7. He's gonna keep drinking.
This was my fault. And for that, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that bad. We won.
It really hurt.
I mean, I said it was dangerous.
You did say that, and I definitely said that, of course, this isn't going to be 100% safe. I guess I didn't really expect it to go bad immediately.
When we start again, I can go first.
Her
Things don't
again?
hit me very well.
Well, we still have to look at the magic. we have to find out something.
You're blue. And your hair is floaty.
Yes, you may, Maisie. I will say go ahead and make just a medicine check.
Alright.
I specifically rolled that wisdom check to see if he would stop drinking, and he failed it. So he's still drinking unless you try to stop him.
Absolutely, Maisie will see him continue and just like, you knock it off. You can get as buzzed as you want after we get out of here, but right now, it's only gonna get you in more trouble.
Not gonna lie. Too drunk to argue with you about this.
Good, keep that in mind for when I sober you up so you don't argue with me then.
No.
But knowing Maisie, just as she is, she reaches through her pockets, she pats Stitches as he's kind of hunkered away inside there, but rummages through the many pockets and probably does have just a vial of something she's concocted for the number of people who have come to her clinic claiming they have a terrible, terrible head-splitting headache, only for it to be them being hungover as hell or maybe still drunk. And we'll offer it over towards Ian.
Licking salt off a tortilla chip help me.
What about a tortilla chip?
What is this?
It's something that should help your head stop spinning around.
I don't want my head to stop spinning around.
Well, I do. Probably all the monsters or whatever else is in this place will want it to keep spinning around. Makes it a bit easier to deal with you. If you want to go for a spin afterwards, you are free too. While we're traveling in a cave, not the best idea.
He looks like he wants to say something, and you see he doesn't mean to be crying, but he's just got tears going down his cheeks a little bit. He just looks at you, drinks it, and hands you back the bottle.
Are you okay? What's going on in that head?
If I told you, one, I don't think you'd believe me. Two, it would take way too long.
One, I just watched what appeared to be a giant cubicle-shaped piece of jello almost eat two of our people. And two, you can give me an abridged version if you don't want to go through the whole history.
There's voices up here. And he's pointing to his temple. It's quiet than some, is all. It's got louder when I touched the wall. That's why I want to go.
Can I ask the has Maisie ever encountered anyone else like this? I mean,
Probably not.
okay.
DM, can I do the thing?
Yeah, I will say, yeah, roll a stealth check.
Okay. Let's go. Hey, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
For this?
Yes!
Okay. I mean, I won't
Let's go.
stop you.
Fuck!
Yeah, 13. Karen, what's your passive perception?
I was about to ask, if this is about me, my passive perception is 15.
Jasminder is coming up to hug you. You're not sure that she's about to hug you, but she's definitely approaching you from behind.
This was the best use of it. I'm not even fucking lying.
I mean, he's talking to Maisie, so, he sees her coming and is just assuming she wants to talk to him about whatever they're talking about, too. So he'll just, just one second, Jess. It turns back to Missy. Don't tell anybody about that, please.
Alright. Listen, I mean, I heard folks who've had stuff in your head, but this seems like it's a bit more intense. I'm not gonna spill your business. But I ain't not gonna believe you. Anyhow. Found any strange things around these parts. And this cave definitely seems weird.
Yeah. Fuck yes, magic was real. Thought that little girl was, I don't want to say full of shit, but this is fucking insane. Here's your bottle back, and he hands her back the vial of whatever she just made him drink.
It probably, if I had to guess, like, she does her best to make it not taste terrible.
Mhm.
Probably tastes like mint pretty strongly, but...
What was the original medicine check you made for, like, potency?
19!
19? Okay, then I will say that's, it's not immediate, but just with the hour you have, I'll say you're still pretty buzzed. Like, you aren't back to full cohesion, but you don't have the poisoned debuff.
There you go.
I kinda want to try to, like, I guess, remove a vein.
Interesting. Okay.
Or just, like, take a little
Alright, is
patch
this at
of
the
it?
beginning?
I don't know.
Is this the beginning of your rest or towards the end of the hour that you take?
Probably towards the end because, you know, she needs to, like,
Mm-hmm.
sit and chill and catch her breath and
Cool.
meditate and fuck yeah, bitch.
Fuck yeah.
So after your rest, go ahead and roll me another d10 as you kind of take your knife to,
I
or one of your
love
darts to the wall.
I love this so freaking much. BB, let's go. 1d10,
Mhm.
not
Yep.
1d110. Gotta stop
happened
doing
again.
that.
That's one.
Wasn't it a
This
10?
is
Validity
It
of
was
the
a 10.
10.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I was hoping you would roll. This is exactly what I wanted. So Jasminder, if I could just
Alright.
ask you a quick question, where is your bag? Like, is it on your person, or have you kind of set it down while you guys
it's
are
on her
resting?
person. She's probably using it to, like, prop up her back, I guess, kind of like as a pillow, leaning against the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it immediately bursts into flames as you kind of watch your dart
Wow!
kind of like, you manage to pry off a part of it, but it sends like a little, like, almost like spark of electricity, just pew, and it sets your bag on fire.
Okay,
Oh,
we're just gonna
oh.
throw it on the ground and stomp on it. Okay, no, stop.
Can Shivers get up and also, like,
Yeah,
pat it? Yeah.
the two of you guys can put the flames out. It just suddenly bursts into flame.
Just stepping off the bag and
Maisie, water.
oh,
That just takes the one water can she used to like splash Shivers and like it's the same.
Uh-huh.
I won't
Is
touch
it, like-
anything else.
Is it like
Girl.
out?
Yeah, it's like out. You can see parts of her
Shiver-
back
the
have been like
moment-
blackened and charred.
The moment it's out, Shivers pulls the greatsword out and he's like looking everywhere. What kind of fucking invisible creature lit her back on fire?
Shiver, honey, sweetie, put that down. You go. Whoa, you're swinging someone.
All your rations are soggy.
What the fuck just happened?
That was my bad again. I apologize. I won't touch anything else.
What's this? What happened?
I just wanted to see if we could take a little sample of the veins and maybe take it back to Victory.
Are you saying the cave wall lit your bag on fire?
It was kind of like this little jolt of electricity, and then suddenly my bag was on fire.
What's electricity?
Yep.
Kieran, or Shivers looks at Kieran like, oh my god, there's something he doesn't know too. This might be like the single greatest moment of this last week.
It was something shocked me. I was shocked.
Are you alright? Did you get hurt?
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Yeah.
You're fine. Your
Cool.
bag is just slightly charred and your rations are soggy.
I have soggy rations and charred blankets.
It's like a little
Yeah.
patchy now.
I don't have a blanket, but you can have some of my rations if you want.
Well, there's probably supplies upstairs. I mean, people more or less live in mines when they work in them, so, or live at mines when they're working. They don't live that horrifying. So we can grab some stuff on our way out.
She just starts going through her bag and like pulls out a journal and the pages are all charred and she's like, well,
Maisie's just gonna look towards Joran amongst this and just is like, is this about how it went when you came up here supposedly with that little girl?
I think she went AFK real quick to. See
Roaring
about her.
shot time?
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
Jordan
oh
time.
shit! Oh, hey, great timing.
immediately.
Perfect
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you could not come
I'm
back. at a better
assuming
moment.
I walked back into some shit, right?
So-
Maisie asked her question, but for context, if you would
Yes,
like
you
to
are-
explain.
You are
Yeah,
correct.
hey, Jasmine, what happened? Jasmine?
Yeah, Jasmine, do you want to
Jasmine?
do you want to tell the party what you did?
For a point of nothing, why don't we get back to what occurred?
I caught the bag catching on fire. That
Yeah.
was about
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Yeah, there you go.
That
The
was
bag
it.
caught on fire.
Yeah, and then Maisie was, I think, asking Jordan a question as she was like going and putting out the fire.
Yeah, the question was, when you came here with that little girl, was this about the same that you found?
Not really. I think we just stuck up in that first passageway. There was
That's
just
about where
the,
you guys were.
Yeah, there were
You
just
didn't-
those lines in the wall. Touched them for a while. Some lights showed up, and then we left.
So you didn't get attempted murdered by giant blocks of acid?
Or have your personal belongings catch on fire?
This wouldn't be the first you're hearing about it if either of those things happened while we were down here last time.
You think? I don't
I'm
know.
prideful. I'm not stupid. If I knew that was there, I would have said something.
That's fair.
Jasmine
gonna say
is kind of
something,
hurt
Maisie?
at the not stupid part because now the
She
assumption is that she's
she
stupid.
didn't know.
So, wait a tick. Was this not lit up nearly as much when you got here?
I don't know. I didn't let her look around that much. It's just the two of us. She didn't really. We didn't even know this was actually going to be here, so. We also had a time limit for all the good that did us.
I was gonna say, because if that way.
Macy, maybe you should lead us through this. You can take charge. I'm just gonna keep to the back and not touch anything.
Alright. You want me to take charge?
I mean, I can continue to. I just don't know if it's what's best for the group.
I can go
Me-
in front.
And Maisie, I don't mean any offense by this. I really think Joran or Shivers or both of them should lead
Oh
the
no, I
way.
agree. Listen, I'm touched. and flattered, but also, and she just like as she's walking up to kind of peer down, she stands next to Joran, who's infinitely taller and bulkier, and just like gestures Joran's like, this right here is someone who is able to take a hit. I, for all my strengths and faults, one of my faults is absolutely that I'm not nearly as sturdy, let's say. Dirty enough.
You speak with so much power and, I guess, confidence. I assumed it translates directly into sturdiness, I guess. Apologies.
No,
Well,
you're
if she
fine.
wants, Maisie could just give us directions from behind.
I'll stick to the middle. Let's just, moving forward, try to be cautious about where we're going. Alright? Just keep an eye out moving ahead and try not to touch too many of these veins or whatnot.
You have my word that I will not touch a single vein ever again.
Is she still blue, by the way?
Yes, she would still be blue.
Okay, cool.
I'm blue, I'm a
Yeah, as long as she is within proximity to these kind of veins, then her Air Genasi heritage kind of comes forth. What you guys doing?
Shivers or Jordan is leading this pack.
We're all headed out, right? Is
Yeah.
Jordan gonna lead or is Shivers gonna lead?
It's a good
Shivers,
question.
maybe you wanna
If Shivers does not just immediately take off to take the front, Jordan will just start moving to the front.
Shivers will just get
Did
right
we
behind
decide on this tunnel in front of us, or
Yeah, it's really,
Let's
I mean,
see.
the only kind of main, it's like the main way forward.
It's either there or down the bug hole, and Kieran will stand for a lot today. He will not stand for the bug hole.
You don't want to go in the bug hole?
Jenny wants to go down there so fucking bad. It's ugly.
I know you do.
I, the player, want to fucking swan dive down there.
See, man, hell yeah. Anyway, Shivers will get behind Joran, but in front of everyone else.
yeah?
Okay.
As Jordan sets off, though, she's gonna have Oz fly a little bit ahead of her and just kind of keep kind of going back and forth, like to keep an eye out before the party walks through it.
Are we moving maps or are we just, is there more
No,
space
you guys,
that we're
there's
physically
more
gonna
map
move
to
through?
this. You guys are just
Okay.
moving
Yeah.
down this tunnel here.
Okay. I guess
Um,
I'll just, there we go.
Yeah, you can see I guess Oz would kind of see first that it kind of splits off into two different areas. It kind of continues downward into a kind of funnel, and then it opens up and kind of evens out into what looks like kind of like a burrowing tunnel.
bringing up
And
the
does he need to
rear.
roll any kind of checks as he's kind of flying ahead, or?
Yeah, then go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's a nat 20.
Fuck
Ooh.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's one perceptive
Roll
ass.
with that.
This is the only time I roll nat 20s is for my damn bird.
It's for Oz. Oz is just that badass. So actually, this natural 20 begs the question. For somebody new joining our table, well, not new, but a rather returning friend of ours, Cody. What is Aura doing in this moment? And I will, oh wait, I can't really give you, a visual on the map, I suppose, but I can, kind of describe it to you. You're kind of in your little niche you've created in this cavern. Are you currently, you're probably actually going through some bodies, some bags, that you have acquired through your work.
You could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aura is sifting through some bags. The bodies aren't there because that you don't want those in your camp. That'd be silly. That attracts bugs.
Yeah.
No, you want them away from your camp. But going through the bags, taking the coins out, taking out like arrows and stuff, and putting them in his bag. Well, his bag. But Aura is. I should probably describe Aura, huh? Aura is a man with long red hair that's saved on the sides. It looks a little bit matted, like there's been blood in it a few times recently. They have an eye patch over one of their eyes, the right eye specifically. And they're wearing leather armor that's just studded through with little rivets of metal. It looks like it's been worn and well used, just like everything else that they're wearing, but they don't seem to really care about that. As they take out from one of the bags a little pocket mirror, a little hand mirror, he looks into the reflection and he sees his face, which is cut up and scarred with wounds that don't seem like they healed right. Things that they look like they're almost still a little more fresh than you would expect. They're still pink and red a little bit. Not bleeding though. But as he's looking at his reflection, he says, well, you've been very good so far. I'm sure that someone will show up sooner or later, and then we'll be able to release you. Once we finish our work here, of course.
Make a perception check for me.
All right. Perception. The wisdom roll.
Damn.
Did that roll?
Okay.
Oh, hell
Yes.
Nice.
22.
Okay.
You do hear sounds of movement, sounds of chatter, and of shifting rocks in the cavern that you used to traverse between here and the mine. And in turn, Os would pick up on a humanoid voice further down the cavern. Os would also spy 2 dead bodies moved just out of this mysterious camp, kind of down the way, in the offshoot cavern, not in the kind of deeper, smaller tunnel going downward, but the kind of more even path that kind of curves around.
Gotcha. And this tavern, I was reading chat and I almost said this tavern. This tunnel that we're in, is it just totally flat? Like going down?
No, going down, it's a steep incline. It's not like a cliff or anything, but it's a pretty significant, like, you guys are going deeper into this cavern.
So we're
here
going
it evens
up?
off. No, you guys are going down, sorry. Decline. Decline.
Cool.
Words. You guys are going down.
I thought we were going, like, into an underground mountain or something.
No, you guys are going down into the depths.
I would say, when Os hears the voice, he probably finds somewhere, like, kind of right where he heard it. Like, wherever he was when he heard the voice, he kind of perches down on the ground. I imagine he's pretty well trained to try to do some kind of signal when he picks up on something.
Mm-hmm.
But he also is, like, intent on those dead bodies because he is a vulture. So
He is a vulture. And he would go down this hallway here towards the dead bodies and make a signal for the voice, which is north of where he is.
Yeah, so
to have a
as
snack.
Joran's kind of coming down, she's gonna, when she notices Os seems to see something, she'll kind of hold a hand up for the rest of the party and just something ahead.
Hearing stuff coming down that passageway. We'll slip the little hand mirror away, drawing a scimitar and a dagger, and we'll kind of creep closer to passage, like where people are coming down.
Okay.
And
I'll
kind of
move your token closer.
Kieran would like to do what he's been doing and knock an arrow and try to. Can you make a stealth check to try to hide it up against the wall here?
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check for for me.
Jasminder is going to take daggers out at Joran, saying, or halting us.
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah, Jeff. Holy shit.
That's a
And
26
Kieran's-
stealth.
Kieran's invisible.
Shivers his sword out with over here with Jordan.
All right. I'll kind of keep Aura around the corner. Unless either of you makes moves, you're like on different sides of the wall. Because I will say also this goes further up in 2 different directions.
Awesome. Yeah. Aura is listening now.
Okay.
Just waiting, listening.
Silence. What you guys doing?
Can Joran make a perception check to see if she can hear whatever it seems like Oz is focused on?
You can, but I will say since Aura's stopped talking, you wouldn't be able to pick up on anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, so she'll kind of pause there for a minute or so, and when it doesn't seem like they're hearing anything, she'll kind of creep up, just slowly up to the front of this cavern and take a look around in the tunnel.
Okay. So you can see
Okay.
it kind of, it's a bit of a windy tunnel in front of you. You can see Oz picking at 2 kind of dead, jackal gang members. You can see the armor that kind of identifies them is still on their person. And you can see that the cavern kind of continues north a little ways, and even kind of branches off a little bit further down into the cavern. But Aura isn't completely silent, and you do kind of hear the shifting of movement. Not any voices or anything, but just that there might be somebody down this way.
Joran will look over her shoulder to the other. She doesn't vocalize the question, but she's waiting to see if anyone indicates to kind of keep moving forward.
You're just shrug.
Yeah.
Like a readying nod. Like
Jasminder also just gives a nod.
where she goes, he goes.
We'll creep up. She's still moving a little cautiously, so she'll kind of stop over at the bend here when she's kind of caught up to Oz, so they're still kind of blocking up that tunnel on the way in.
Okay. From there, you guys can kind of see that this one continues in a little ways, and the tunnel to the north opens up into a like larger, kind of more open cavern on both sides, and you can just see the hint of, just kind of basically see like the outline of a figure, Aura with their weapons at the ready. Aura, you kind of see this group approach. Probably first you see the bird. You see this pretty big, brightly colored vulture. And then followed by what look like a couple of adventurers, a dragonborn and a hobgoblin.
Oh. Aura kind of relaxes his stance a little bit and like steps towards them and says, "Well, I was expecting more jackals."
Jasminder just looks and shivers.
I don't think Shivers notices. He's probably looking at Aura.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Aura. What's yours?
Hello there. My name's Shivers.
Oh, very fitting.
He is just constantly shivering.
Just a very
Actually,
shivering
he's
cold
not.
boy.
Sword out. He doesn't shiver when his sword's out.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
All right, never mind. It's not fitting. Why are you called Shiver?
Because I shiver a lot, I think. Well, I know I shiver a lot, but I don't know if that's why I'm called that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. And what about you? And he gestured to Doran.
Wondering what you're doing in the middle of a mine.
Well, I'm investigating it, actually. I heard rumors of a ley line here.
Under what banner?
What do you mean?
Everyone here's from a gang. That's usually how it works.
No, I'm an independent.
If Joran kind of takes a second to look him over, is there anything that would indicate that's a not entirely accurate statement?
Make a perception check.
Jasminder is around the corner, just listening to their voice. Can I make an insight check to see if I sense bullshit?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
I am
You were getting
insightful.
checked the fuck out right now.
So, Aura, if you would like to describe just kind of, are there any kind of signifiers for either gang on their person?
No. Because, Ara removed any that they might have had, when they acquired their current physical state.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fair. Hey, good moves all around.
And then the 17 versus the 7 for insight as to whether Aura is being truthful and forthright.
I rolled higher than you. Give me your entire backstory.
That's not how insight works.
That's exactly how insight works.
Really not.
Insight is personal zone of truth.
So it seems like Ara is being completely honest with being an independent. They are not associated with any of the gangs.
Do they sound dangerous?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know if that's something that you can tell by voice.
Yeah. That's a great question. Undetermined, but you do know that they seem pretty forthright and honest about being independent. So, are the rest of you kind of staying behind around the corner?
While this is happening, actually, because he's a little more he's sober now and a little bit more on alert. Without saying anything, he's gonna move behind. Kieran's gonna move behind Maisie, tap her on the shoulder to get her attention. Point at himself, and then point down this hallway. And while they're talking, he's going to head down here a little bit to see if, because he's not sure that Aura is not the bait for an ambush.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Maisie will just quietly nod to him.
Yeah, you can kind of go further down this shallower kind of offshoot. It's a similar kind of steeper decline. I got the word right this time. Steeper decline.
You find a
further
purple
into
worm.
You do not find a purple worm. You find more cave that continues down and continues down to a cave-in. What looks like just a bunch of rocks that have kind of fallen in over time.
Well, he would only get to about here because he would want to stay in Maisie's line of sight and want to keep her in his line of sight. So,
Okay.
can he see the cave-in from, like, where his token currently is on the map?
You can see the edges of the cave-in, yeah.
Okay, so he figures, like, yeah, this is nothing, and we'll sneak back.
Okay.
Me?
Jasminder is gonna kind of look to Joran and like is this okay? Are they okay?
She's gonna shrug. I mean, we found a guy in the middle of a cave with a lot of dangerous things. She's gonna assume anyone they run into down here is dangerous, but
Jasminder will go ahead and step out from the corner just to
Shivers is
see
gonna
who this
move.
person is.
Shivers is gonna move in front of
Oh, well, you have someone lovely with you, don't you?
like here, I guess.
I wasn't expecting such a beautiful woman. As he looks to Jasminder.
She goes back around the corner.
Damn.
Oh.
And he just like looks up and was like,
Oh yes. Sorry. Continue.
I PM'd you, by the way.
Mhm.
So-
Yeah, I was gonna PM you back, real quick.
All right.
alright. Maisie will make her way up at this point. And just peek around. It's like, alright, so what are you doing in here?
I actually came to investigate the ley line.
And you're not with jackals. You're not with anyone.
That's correct. I'm here for myself alone.
What's your business with the ley lines or magical footnotes or whatever this is?
Well, I actually have a magical bloodline. So it's of interest to me in potentially awakening any sort of magical abilities I have.
Hearing that, Jasmine just kind of runs out like, wait, you too?
Oh, yeah. I can see by your own features that you're quite magical.
She's gonna
Who
get
is
closer.
Chorin trying to body block? By the way.
Jasmine just got speed. She's getting closer.
Can I please just grab?
Make both of you athletics checks, or I guess athletics versus Jasminder's acrobatics.
Okay.
To try
It
and-
sounds like you have people trying to grab you.
Grab the shit
No.
out of her.
Lauren wasn't trying to grab
Fucking
her.
grab.
That was back when she was like running away when he said the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Heckin' grab.
You are grabbed
Yeah.
by Shivers.
Shivers. Yeah.
It's like a very like as she's running, he just like grabs the back of her clothing with one hand and just holds it. Can you stop, please?
I just. You're right. I apologize. I just. They have magical blood. I have magical blood. It just.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Just tell me and I'll go first.
Okay, well then let's go.
All right. And then he'll also go. Just
Uh,
right up. Honestly,
Yeah,
just right
we're
up.
just approaching.
Real quick question for
Yeah.
Kirby. To answer your question, I had another question. Is it on the wall by your camp?
On the wall
or behind the camp?
No,
Or
no, behind where they are standing, where the
Oh.
corpses.
Gotcha. Okay. Apologies in this one of maybe change things a little bit. I'll say
I mean, it is dark, so
Yeah, it's dark, and you guys were also a little bit distracted. But
It
Maisie
is dark.
and Kieran, you guys are kind of close up against the wall. You can see some it is just kind of beside the two bodies. There's some blood splattered on the wall behind them, and you can see kind of scrawled in the blood very messily, killers of children will know no peace.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Kieran will notice it and like gently elbow Maisie and like gesture to it. What?
She'll reach out similarly and just kind of tap Joran on the back to get their attention and also have them note it when she realizes that Kieran already has.
Jordan, you would also be notified to the writing on the wall.
More map gang. Let's go.
Hell yeah, map. But yeah, Jasminder's just gonna immediately like walk up to Aura and like start inspecting them.
Ara will do a flourish with her scimitar and put it away. Like, well, oh. And he starts to circle around Jasminder too, observing them. It's like, oh.
You guys are just circling each other.
Pretty much.
Shivers is watching a little nervously, and his sword is definitely out. It's not like he's not like aggressively holding it towards him or anything. It's just a sword that is not in his scabbard.
The ley line causing this radiance about you.
Does Kieran have eyes on Aura from where he is? It's hard to
it would
tell.
be-
Like,
Yeah, it would
might
be pretty well blocked from where you are. Just due to they're kind of further into the cave, and you're kind of keeping out of line of sight. You're on the other side of the wall. It's kind of obscured.
Well, like, mechanically, would it be like 3/4 cover, full
Yeah,
cover, half
3/4.
cover? Okay, then he has eyes on him. He had his bow, his arrow is trained on Aura right now.
I'm
Just-
trying to hide that I am flattered.
Make a deception check.
She
Yeah,
got
14.
14. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go.
You notice?
Also, Jasminder and Shivers can probably get a view of just the little camp that's been set nearby. If
Is
you
it
would,
blood splattered?
if you would like to describe the camp, Aura.
It's nice. Look
Yeah.
at this.
So the little camp has a little 2-person tent in it that's set up against the wall. It has a little sleeping bag in it. And there's a little fire pit spot. There's no fire in it right now, just little embers. He has a couple pouches from the corpses in the hallway. And he has like laid out stuff from them, like counting out coins and things like that, trying to figure out what all was there. But other than that, there's just mostly his bag and supplies. But no blood or anything. Very
Lovely.
clean.
Lovely. No blood. While Jasminder's like essentially checking out Aura, does she notice anything like
Makeup
magical?
Arcana check?
I don't know. Cause like it's
Fair.
so apparent with her.
Yeah,
Does
Jasminder's
she-
is more noticeable.
Can
As
she
compared
notice
to Aura's.
anything?
Go ahead and, yeah, just make a
Enough?
Arcana.
I mean, he doesn't have an aura about him.
I'm having a night. Yeah, no, you, it's hard to tell. It's not as obvious as Jasminder's, connection to air. Something a little subtler, you gather.
You said you have a magical bloodline? What exactly?
Well, I'm
Oh, that's a personal question. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. You're a curious young woman. Well, my ancestors are actually sorcerers. I'm not sure what exactly our original bloodline was, but I know that we definitely had innate magic in our blood. But that's kind of ancient history at this point. It was before the Shattering, so I'm not entirely certain about all of the details. But I'd love to learn, and I think being able to attain some of the power of this ley line would help me do that.
So then magic you could probably do magic. Have you tried? How long have you been down here? What have you found out anything at all?
Not yet, not really. I might need to go deeper in because with sorcery, oftentimes, at least in the stories, it had to be awakened by something. So I'm guessing I need to get to the core of the ley line, get to the center of it, before I can shock my system into being able to utilize anything. At least that's my theory. I'm not sure. I could also just be born without any magical ability despite my bloodline. That's always a possibility. A kind of depressing one, really thinking about it, but it'll be alright.
Jasminder kind of looks at the rest of the group in like a can we keep them kind of look, like we're going to the core because we need to find out more. They need to find out more. Is it okay if I invite them?
Shivers doesn't know it. Shivers didn't know what the economy was 7 days ago. I doubt he's going to be able to read facial language.
Can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
What are these?
What's your name?
Maisie.
Or what? Oh.
Maisie.
Nice to meet you. What are what?
She'll point towards the writing on the wall.
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I think these men were killed by a spirit that haunts this desert. He gestures to the corpses, which are just like, they don't look like they've just been killed normally, because their bodies are desiccated as though with necrotic energy. And Aura says, when I came upon them, they were already dead. I did take their belongings because, well, the world's kind of rough. You need to take what you can get. But I found the bodies and I found the writing on the wall. But I've always heard tell about a spirit that haunts the desert, that hunts down and kills those who kill children, or those pregnant with children.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, insight check.
Yeah.
Insight the fuck out of this.
15.
24, baby.
Shit!
Natural 20 for
Damn.
21.
No.
And 18 for Kieran.
Whew. It's a lot of high
That's
rolls.
a lot of people.
Catch us simply not believing you.
Yeah, Aura, I think just about everyone beats your 9.
Yeah. Aura is not lying
I'm
about the spirit. However,
Oh,
it
sorry.
seems like he might not have found them already dead.
Jasminder's gonna take a step back.
Getting Shivers, like, does she look cautious right now?
Yes.
Alright, Shivers will be here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if that was a rumor going around, we probably would have heard something by now.
Actually, it probably is what's going around because that's the true part.
Should I roll history or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna say everyone except Kieran, you're pretty new to the area, and Shivers, you have amnesia. Everybody
I am
else
aware.
roll history.
I am aware.
True. 14.
He doesn't know what a fucking ghost is. You think he's heard a rumor?
A 1.
I don't know, man. I just hit
Jordan's
shit in the
not very
Coliseum.
smart.
No. I will say, Maisie and Jasminder, you've heard the rumor around Barren Sands. There's not a whole lot of credence to it. You've never seen any proof of it, but you've heard of such a rumor around.
I know of the rumor, but I have to be honest, I don't think I believe you that you found them dead.
Oh.
And I have to be even more honest, that makes me kind of nervous.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
Can I have one clarification?
Certainly.
So you kill people who hurt children, but also you kill pregnant people? Or those who
Kill
hurt
pregnant
pregnant
people?
people?
People that kill pregnant women. So killing the unborn children. He also kills them.
So if it's someone who's hurting children or those carrying a child, you hurt them.
The spirit does, yes.
And
The spirit. But that's the specification, is that you hurt people hurting children or pregnant folks.
Right.
Okay.
from the shadows, because Kieran's still back there with Oz, just chilling, keeping 3/4 cover from this guy, having an arrow pointed at him, is gonna be like, and how does the spirit? If I had to ask the spirit how they clarify that these men specifically hurt children, how would they go about that?
Aura rubs the back of his head with the one hand that doesn't have a weapon in it anymore, and he says, I'm not entirely sure why you think I'd be able to answer that.
Because you didn't find these guys like this.
And that is a way to kill and a way to die that I don't think I've ever encountered.
Yeah, it's really messed up, man.
I think I get the feeling that all of you believe I'm a spirit now.
Not that you're a spirit, that
I think you're a killer.
Oh, well. I suppose the dig is up.
I want to point out.
I did, in fact, kill those 2 men. And to answer your question, I find out about who killed children by ripping the memories from my current host.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, you see, I'm possessing this body.
Insight check?
I'll join in on that if I can.
Go for it. Sure.
What the fuck a spirit is, man? What even
And
is
ironically, I think he's gonna get closer.
I mean,
Oh,
Jasmine
shit.
doesn't even need to insight check. He's just a killer. She's already scared.
That's a 14 from Kieran and a 19 from Maisie against your 21 aura.
I mean, he is pretty convincing. I'm guessing,
He's gonna
the thing is,
gonna approach it that and it's like, what? Hold on a second. You're saying
yes.
you're a spirit possessing a body.
I am the one that the rumor is about.
Okay.
I'm technically not a spirit, but I am still a magical being. It's a whole long story.
Can I see you? I'm a patcher.
I can't really leave this host, or they will lose control of them.
No, let me see the you and she makes the gesture to the bodies, sees Nora behind her and nods, but it won't make the gesture to just him, the body as a whole. Can I do a medicine check just to for Maisie? Is there any abnormalities of this being a
describe or
yeah?
take that over?
I mean, there's immediate abnormalities. You don't even have to do a medicine check, I don't think, because it's obvious that there's open wounds and scratches and stuff all over the body that don't seem to be healing right. They don't seem to be healing as quickly. They're not bleeding anymore, but they're not healing fully. It's like the body is not able to restore itself as well.
Yeah, no, I can actually believe you.
So,
I think just instinctively, Maisie's pulling out a needle and thread is shutting the wound. Like, almost like an idle thing of her. She's like processing it. Just...
See a wound, close a wound.
Yep.
Here,
I wonder if that will make my host last longer.
I don't know.
here
Listen.
Oh, I should probably mention that the host is still in here, and he taps his head. But they won't be if the host dies? If that makes sense. I mean, obviously. And I should probably clarify that I also only possess people that do these things as well. This individual, he gestures to himself, actually murdered a woman that was pregnant with twins.
Oh, boy.
What would happen if I put an arrow between your host's eyes?
Well, my host would die.
And you?
Would not. Although it would be kind of an annoyance for me. I'd rather you not.
It was the silence of Jim deciding if he was gonna instantaneously say here and loose the arrow
No,
or
no,
not.
it's may still just look between like everyone. Does she still do it? Like, is she still kind of like just idly patting up Aura and just
This individual had memories of this place and of the people in it. They were previously a member of the Jackals themselves.
Aura, was it?
Oh, Sydney, I'm not going to worry about hiding it now because it's kind of already out, exposed that Aura is like actually a spirit. That's a spirit, like a
cat's out
magical
of the
being.
jacket.
Yeah, it's out of the bag. As Maisie is touching Aura to seal up the wounds, Aura's going to try and read whether they're good or evil.
Okay.
Do you have to do any sort of check or?
It's like heart sense, so I don't remember.
Does it? I was gonna say, does it tell you lawful or non-lawful, or
No.
only good and evil?
Just good, neutral, evil.
Neutral, then.
Okay, cool. He just doesn't say anything about it.
Aura, was it?
Yes, Aura.
Would you give me and my companions a moment? Everybody, can I talk to you over here for a second? And he points, like, over here.
I really don't mind at all.
Sure can.
We don't have to move our tokens, but we once we all
Yeah.
collect over there, Kieran's
But
just gonna
yeah.
Kieran's just gonna whisper just so they can hear him. That's obviously a madman out there.
Jasminder's just looking over at the desiccated dead bodies.
Listen. What I can confirm is that based on the wounds on that man, it looks like he should be dead. But he's not. They ain't healing, and they ain't bleeding. I don't know if it's a spirit or not, but what I do know is that something's keeping that body up that ain't the body itself.
We know there's things in the world that can wipe a man away. And he gestures to Shivers.
But that is... Shivers is still a living, breathing, blood-pumping man.
With nothing in his head.
With nothing in his head. But the difference is that's a living body.
Jasminder's
That,
just patting
him.
Shivers on the back, because why are y'all talking about him like this in front of him?
No. He's a living, breathing man who I am able to treat and I'm able to see the processing of different things to it. Those wounds are on a dead body.
Do we trust the I mean, sure, they're technically doing a good.
I have no
thing,
problem.
but-
I have no problem with somebody who kills people who specifically kill children. That is, as far as I'm considered, as far as I believe, whatever, is performing a moral good. I'm just worried that he's an absolutely insane person, and that we should tread carefully with whatever we do with him.
Every time that hurting children has been mentioned, Shivers has scratched his head. Like there's a thought in there. He just can't get it.
Thorn, thoughts?
I don't trust any random asshole we come across in a place like this.
That's fair.
He's either insane or there's no guarantee he's not gonna just do what he did to us, so.
I'd rather have him in front of us, or with us, than behind us, though.
While we're all gathered over here, Jasminder's just gonna walk right here and just yell back to Aura. Is there a chance of you killing us?
Well, that really just depends. Have any of you killed children?
No?
No?
Not
They
that
say
I
no.
remember.
No.
As long as none of you killed children, then I don't see any reason why I would have to kill you.
Okay, she's gonna go back into the group huddle.
I still would rather him in front
Answer
us,
this.
or in front of us, or with us, than behind us. I don't trust the word of a man that is insane.
He's inside of a former jackal, right?
I think so.
But what if he walks ahead of us and I walk with him? Because I'm really good at killing jackals.
Shivers, I really. This is the one time I think I'm gonna ask that Joran be up there. And not you.
Alright.
Yeah, we don't even know if that guy's a jackal. He'd be wearing something if he was. It's fine. I'll walk up front. If he tries something, I'll break his fucking knees.
I'm completely okay with that plan, honestly. I just won't be able to keep my focus forward if I have to think about that man behind me.
You also won't be able to keep your focus if you're drinking, so I hope that's done. And that's kind of under her breath.
Can I make a perception check to hear it?
Sure.
What did she say exactly? I've heard enough of it to be offended, but
I was gonna say, what was
Benny
it?
also won't be able to keep his focus if he keeps drinking, so hopefully he's done with that.
Oh.
I'll say with a 17, you hear it.
You know,
he doesn't respond. He does not respond. He pretends he did not
Yeah.
hear it.
Amazing. Just all right. Let's stop. Enough. Looks
And so
like
take
either
mushrooms
way.
in the desert while we're on a mission. Just saying.
Okay, will you two?
I think there's an expression about a pot and a kettle.
That's what I'm saying.
Will you two stop bickering like two school kids fighting outside in the sands?
You're correct. I apologize. Kieran? I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Jordan, if you want to take the lead, either way, it sounds like we're going the same way. So either we have him join our group so we can see him, or we end up conveniently and awkwardly walking in the same direction, like two people saying goodbye before they go to the same store.
Talking from experience there.
That's very
Yes,
specific.
absolutely.
Why would you say
Never know what to
goodbye
say.
if you go into the same place?
Because you don't know
Well,
you're going
because
to
you
the same
don't know, and then
place.
you end up going the same place.
Oh.
It's a very awkward situation to be in.
Yeah, let's the insane serial killer is waiting for us. We should
Right.
probably go.
And break.
I imagine Jasminder goes in for the hand signal and Shivers just walks away. Like he's already turned around by the time it started. I imagine almost all of us might.
All of us,
Yeah.
every single one of us, I think.
She's got her hand like midair and she just pulls it back and starts fixing her hair instead.
That's the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life. That's sadder than Shivers' whole backstory. Sadder than the whole bitch.
You're breaking my heart over here.
Don't go breaking my heart. I think.
So- We go back into the room with the serial killer.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Glad to see all your lovely faces again. By the way, I just wanted to say you have such soft hands and a wonderfully gentle touch. Quite
Who's he
nice.
saying? Who's he saying that to? Me?
Me.
Maisie, yeah.
Oh. He was just kind of like, look at him, looking down her hands. Oh, shoot, I'll take the compliment. Here, by the way, can you... And she'll fish carefully little stitches out from her coat and, like, offer him out over towards Ara for a second. It's like, you've been stuck in here for a little while. You hold on to him.
You're handing the serial killer a cat.
Yeah, there's a little, like, about 6-7 month old black cat that is being handed to you.
It's got a little splint on one of its legs.
Yeah, it's still got the little splint on one of the back legs.
Just be careful.
Meg, little friend.
Wow.
Any pets? Any pets? It is.
For the first time since Kieran has seen this man, Kieran's shoulders relax just like a millimeter.
If the cat fucking likes him, he's
It's the
gotta
cat
be at least
test.
a little
Yes,
chill.
the
Exactly.
test.
It's the
It's
cat
the cat.
test.
The
Daisy,
cat
what-
test is real.
Maisie, what's wrong with his leg?
It had gotten injured. It got brought into me. I'm not sure how, but we ended up stitching it up. And it's doing better, but it's still... Just be careful not to nudge it too much. He's still kind of working on walking on it. But he's getting
Oh,
better.
We can't have that. Ara is going to go over to... He's going to find where one of the glowing parts of the wall, the little veins,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to touch it.
Okay.
And he's going to use his flesh sculpting to fix the leg.
Okay. Can you DM me the ability again? I'm sorry, I forgot. Or is it on your sheet?
It's not. The sheet is just like a regular NPC thing, so it doesn't
Oh,
have.
right.
Yeah, I'll message you.
Yeah. Let me see here. Speaking of...
Jasminder is going to be watching closely, intently.
And Shivers like kindly nudge her back 5 feet.
Honestly,
Okay.
because if you don't, she is just going to be breathing down Aura's neck
Yeah,
watching this.
can he just push you like 5 feet if you don't mind?
No, it's fine.
Yes. So, there's a kind of soft glow as Aura reaches out, and that same kind of glow kind of extends to the leg of this cat. And you can see that it's only at this point where the Stitches kind of worries. There's like the ears kind of go back, because the cat doesn't really know what's happening. And there's a sharp kind of yelp as that ability kind of takes effect.
Aura says, "Oh, I know. Don't worry. It's okay. It'll be fine." And
Stitches jumps out of Aura's arms and lands on all four legs without really having any issue.
oh, there. See, all better.
Kind of kick a little bit with their leg in the splint.
Wonderful. All right. So, shall we carry on?
Immediately runs up to Aura.
How does Maisie react
Can I
to
grab
that?
her again? Can I grab her again? God damn, girl!
I need to know how they're doing
We're
this.
driving this man nuts. Eat the 20. Fuck
22.
you. I'm using my feature. To make that plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 24, and I'm grasping her.
It's like a full body hug from around the middle. You just pick her up.
Yeah. She's running past him. He one arm just fucking stiffs her right out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see.
Kieran looks to Maisie to see how Maisie reacts to Stitches being healed right in front of her very eyeballs.
Yeah, she takes Stitches back carefully, and she's just gonna observe the little guy and test the leg and just run through some basic exercises to kind of.
He did magic on the cat.
I will say the leg was maybe about a week or so from being back to what it was. Most of the recovery process had finished, but it was just a matter of preserving the leg so that it didn't refracture. But it seems like as you pick up the little kitty, there's no real mobility issue or hesitance in Stitches kind of using that foot to help climb up to cuddle against you.
Oh shoot! Look at that. Well, what do we say, Stitches? That's right. Well, I do appreciate that. I think you passed your little cat's test.
That's good. I have a certain soft spot for children and animals.
Stitches.
I suppose I should mention that what I am technically now, I'm a flesh sprite. I'm
What?
I'm a flesh sprite. I'm a magical sprite.
White?
I heard
Are you
suspect.
saying?
I heard suspect.
No,
I heard fleshlight, and I was just like, what?
God, no.
There has to be another name.
What you do in your own business is not my business.
God.
Flesh and body sprite.
God damn.
Can somebody who knows what it is
Yes.
please type it out
It is a
somewhere?
flesh sprite.
Oh,
Sprite.
Like the
Sprite.
drink, like the
Sprite.
Flesh
Right.
sprite.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Because you get a little
Yeah, I-
muffly there, Cody, and I was just like,
I'll take
What?
that over what the alternative was.
Yeah. So, oh my god. Back before the shattering, I was just a regular sprite, just hanging around the ley line where I was born, and mostly just playing tricks on people, being mischievous. I wasn't super intelligent at the time, but I really enjoyed playing with the children that could see me and interacting with the animals, especially the crows. They were little mischievous ones too. But with the shattering and the magic draining from the world, I had to find other ways of surviving. And after a few different encounters with people doing things that were rather unspeakable to my acquaintances and the children from the local area, I discovered that I could possess people, and I could enact retribution upon them. And over time, I became smarter and tame. And I was able to sustain myself off of their life force instead of the magic of a ley line. And over the years, I became what I am now.
How long have you been down here?
I just recently came down here. I've been around the desert for a long time. That's why the rumors are around.
Does that one look familiar? And he motions with. Yeah, he still has bow and arrow out, but just like lowered. But he uses bow to gesture towards Joran.
The door?
Yeah, because she was here like a week ago.
Oh no, I wasn't here then. I wasn't here a week ago, so. I've only been here a couple days. I was at a camp outside of this mine a little ways off, where I killed some other jackals and possessed this body. And then I got memories from them about this mine, so I came here.
You have any memories about the guy standing behind you? Better
Who's
get
standing
that
behind?
now than later. Shivers is standing behind you.
He turns to him and he says, he says, "One moment," and he takes out the little hand mirror, looks into his reflection, and says, "Any memories about this individual? Do you know anything about them?"
Better get this out of the way now.
Jasmine is gonna stand in front of Shivers.
Yeah,
No,
Jordan's
the
kinda-
fuck you are not!
I'm protecting you now.
Get behind me, bitch!
Shivers other side there.
Okay, I was just about to ask. So you guys are both flanking him. I would just went ahead and rolled for it.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Stop trying to kill yourself in front of me, man.
Your reflection looks back at you, and you hear only Aura hears. Who?
There, Shivers. He gestures to the hobgoblin.
The hobbly.
Heard the name, but I don't recognize the face.
You've heard the name.
It's a jackal.
What do you remember about? What did you hear about them?
On her sword.
Nothing much.
Arrow is
I was never-
arrow is fully knocked.
Was I was never in a squad with them. I just heard the name in passing.
I see. You're not lying to me, are you?
What would be the fucking point of that?
Well, I don't know, but you could be trying to protect someone. You never know. People are easily swayed by the heart. Which is fair, I am too. Alright. He puts the little hand mirror away.
Yeah, the voice goes quiet.
Well, I don't recognize them. I've never encountered them myself, and this host has never met with them individually, but they've heard of them. Apparently they were a jackal.
I was, yeah.
Would you mind taking my hand?
Absolutely not.
Can I emphasize something before you do any sort of weird magic? Or
Uh-huh.
whatever it is you're doing. This man has amnesia.
Yes. Okay.
He doesn't remember much. And so
Right.
right now, I don't know what you're gonna do. Keep in mind that he doesn't know.
You don't touch
he's done.
Shivers.
What I'm intending to do is to check and see whether they believe themselves to be a good or bad person.
Yeah, and what do you plan to do when you find out?
Oh, I don't act on just this ability. I require hint that somebody has done something vile enough for them to deserve to die. Somebody being bad doesn't necessarily mean that they deserve death. They could simply be selfish, or they could just not really understand how to be a good person. But if I were to find out in the future that they'd killed children, then it might be questionable, because it's an odd situation with them not remembering. I'm not
Jasmine,
sure, actually.
Just if you
Jasmine,
I
guys
suppose if they're
look at
a good person
Shivers.
now, if they're a good person now, I suppose it wouldn't be fair to kill them.
Well, I'd like to know. That's one more thing to know, yeah?
Shivers, you didn't even know what money was.
Or
Yeah, but then I
So-
learned.
keep in mind, regardless of what he tells you, I know you just said that you don't make judgments on just whatever you're about to do tells you. It is currently 5-1. I don't know what you think you can do or what you can actually do, but we like him.
6, if you include the bird.
Right, that's fair. I'm not really intending on taking you all on at once. My sort of thing is generally more of a deception and jump from host to host when they don't realize it, and then kill them off one by one sort of thing. At least if it's a big group.
Shivers will reach out his hand. He's excited. He wants to know. This is a thing he doesn't know. He wants to know.
Jasminder is not going to stop Shivers. This is what he wants. I'm not going to get in the way of whatever you think is your happiness.
It's so
Oh.
funny because Kieran literally believes himself to be haunted, but still thinks this man is fucking insane.
Mhm.
Yeah, Aura will take Silver's hands. And we'll try and determine whether or not they are good, neutral, or evil at this moment in time.
I'm gonna leave that in Jenny's hands.
Neutral.
All right, cool.
Very
Well, they're not
neutral.
Is that neutral because he does not have a concept of good or evil,
Neutral
so he's kind of
because
stuck in neutral?
Essentially, he's been alive for a week, and it's hard to develop a sense of
I
morality in
love
that
him.
time.
Right.
Yeah, Aura says, well, you're completely neutral at the moment, so I don't have any issue with you. Even if I were to find out that you've done something horrible in your past, it's the present that matters most, I suppose, right now, because of your situation.
Great, so let's stop touching him. And Jasmine is just going to, swipe Aura's hand away from Shivers.
Aura says, oh, someone's getting jealous.
We should go. We should continue on.
Yes, I think we should probably do that. If you all would like, I can stay at the front. I imagine you don't trust me at the moment. And, and he gestures to himself, this form is disposable.
If you don't mind, our friend Jordan behind you to your left is going to walk next to you.
Not at all?
Oops.
And
Or you
Yeah.
know the way down to be down this way.
At some point, Kieran was going to dip his head in here. Do these just connect?
Oh, yeah, they do. It just kind of
Okay, cool.
connects in a circle. the tunnels are kind of a labyrinth, but some of them do just kind of turn and kind of loop around and meet each other.
Aura will go up in front with Jorn.
Okay.
Shivers will probably be right behind him.
As they're walking, Aura will also look over to Jordan and say, "You have very lovely scales, by the way."
Yeah, I don't do that whole flattery thing, so I'll save you the trouble of thinking something up.
No flattery. Well, I guess we can just skip to the main event then.
Yeah, what do you think that is?
Well, you, me, having a drink back at the city, and then we get there.
No.
It's so rough, man.
Been put down in quite some time. Though I suppose it is fair.
Jasminder is trying so hard not to laugh.
Jordan is not laughing. Me, the player, I'm laughing at my own character.
I love
I'm
Jordan.
not sure who got murdered harder, the cube or Aura.
Sucks to be
Aura
like
look doesn't seem phased, but Aura looks back and he says, "Well, and does anybody else want to take me up on it? I'm buying."
And I'm never gonna say no to a drink, but I still know what else you're implying there. But that's if you want to get me drunk, I'm never gonna say no to that.
I like
Well,
water,
how
yeah.
easy is it? What?
I like water, yeah.
Oh, all right. I'd be happy to get you water. Or if you wanted anything else, as well, I'm sure I could get that. He looks up there and then says, "And getting you drunk could potentially lead somewhere else, I suppose."
No.
Okay,
Magically clutches his
that one breaks her.
yet again.
Jordan would give him a high five if they weren't on opposite ends of the party.
Jasmine just saves me. Just take me up on my advances.
Once he starts talking to Jasminder, she just stops.
I think Macy's just chuckling to herself at this point. It's like,
Art,
you know, it's good to know that even when apparently dead, apparently certain things keep working and the libido ain't ending.
well, my host isn't technically dead. They're just kind of frozen. Biologically speaking.
Even if Kieran wasn't cured, there are a whole bunch of implications there.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
You guys, I will say, kind of off the map, you guys looking into each of these tunnels,
Please tell me there's only one right way to go, and the
Yes,
rest are
there is only
immediate cave-ins like 30 feet in.
yeah, no, you can see each of these, Aura, you would know you've kind of been scouting this place out. They are burrowing tunnels for the residents of this cave.
There's ant-pegs down here.
Guess what?
Ant-pegs. Big insect things.
That would explain the carapace that Bird found.
Yes, but they're not too much trouble. I'll just have to avoid them and kill them if they come up to try and attack you.
I didn't mean to roll that.
Yes, he
Speaking
did.
of,
I don't care.
One!
Yeah, this tracks actually. No, that is not what I meant to roll. Thank you. Roll 20.
She meant to quietly roll a stealth check for them behind the screen.
Yeah, totally. That's what's happening. Definitely.
We're gonna get ambushed by some bugs.
I mean, you're spoiler. You ain't getting ambushed. That was a fat one. You do just start to feel the ground rumbling underneath you as you guys have been talking in not so hushed tones.
Here they come.
Yeah, no.
Those things saying their name calls them here.
And you guys see, as just conversation has been talking, you hear, digging noises, chattering, and you see, these large insectoid, chitin-covered insectoids? For lack of a better term, you see these onkegs. you see onkegs.
Where are the onkegs?
Chitin?
Titan.
Is it chitin?
It's
Titan.
It's Titan.
Don't
Cover it.
do this to me, guys.
Honestly,
Don't do
in
this
Sydney's
to me.
defense, in Sydney's defense, I have heard chitness in my life as well.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
way
Yeah.
it's just in her hard CH. It kind of sounded like shit. I just asked.
Yeah, it wasn't you pronouncing the word. It's what we all thought we heard.
Yeah, exactly. You're fine.
Okay,
You're fine.
well, these onkegs are
What-
just gonna kill you all.
Where are these shitting boys, though?
Yeah, we're all these guys.
How many?
There are
Okay.
3 of them pop out of the ground. As I move them
okay.
from the.
Oh, they are just on
Hi.
top of us.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
they
bugs are
blow
here.
up from underneath the ground towards you guys.
So, how
Ara-
does that work?
Ara
They
will-
pop up like daisies.
I would imagine that you would
Uh-oh.
get pushed back to either here or here.
I
or-
actually, would you believe, I moved these here before. They were probably going to be right there because I put them there before you guys moved there. So,
Does Aura need initiative?
yes. Everybody needs some initiative, even the...
We need a Maisie and an Aura.
Oh, sorry, I thought I rolled initiative.
I don't see our list.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Let me
You
send
must not have registered it.
Auras
Alright,
to the
there we go.
tracker.
Aura says, I can take one if you guys can take the other 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Kieran, you're up first.
Kieran is going to go after this one right here. He's had an arrow half knocked at Aura this entire time, so he's just ready to
Last
go.
10 minutes.
Yeah. We are dealing with a person that is crazier than Kieran. He is not letting his guard down.
A 9. Fortunately, that's not gonna hit.
Hey.
Mhm. What's up?
Sorry, it's been a minute since played the game. Really only been like a week.
Mhm.
Could I have used my bonus action to hide prior to that attack? And roll with advantage if I successfully have hidden.
I am in a good mood and I will allow it. Sure. I will be nice this time.
Is it 20 good enough?
Yes, their passive is not anywhere close to 20.
Alright, so I'll just roll one more time and we'll consider that the advantage.
Mhm.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit, yes.
You doubled your chances.
13 on the one that's right in front of Macy.
Okay, 13. Gotcha.
And then he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, and duck behind here.
Okay. Let me use that real quick. Good stuff. Okay. Joran.
Yeah, so we're gonna. This one popped up right in front of her, so she's just gonna hit it with a maul like she's playing whack-a-mole.
Yes! Perfect.
No!
And that is
No.
just regular. We're also 15 to hit.
15 hits.
I would also like to spend a superiority die to make that a trip attack. So let me roll that initial damage.
Okay. And then...
It does have to make a strength saving throw, and on a failed save, it is knocked prone, DC 14.
Okay, yeah, it rolled an 18. But,
Okay.
16
But I do still get some extra
damage.
damage. I get the damage from the die, though, I think.
You do still get the
Yep.
superiority
That's an
die damage.
extra 2 damage, so 18 total.
18 damage! That's fucking badass! Yeah, literally whacking on Keg as just, you hear a pretty good crack as your maul just slams into its armor.
That's it for her.
Yeah, damn, that was max damage on the weapon die. Very nice.
On 2 separate die.
Aura, you're up.
So Aura is going to look and say, you know, I said I could take one myself. I think I'm just going to go over here. And Aura's going to just try and slip around behind the one that Jordan's attacking.
There's no real way for you to. Here, I'm giving you the
Yeah.
map right now so you can see what's actually what we're actually looking
What's
at.
popping?
That's why Kenny put a map in chat earlier.
I
Oh,
was just like, hey guys.
okay. Yeah. In that case, he's going to actually. There's one behind us that is next to
Maisie.
Maisie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he says,
Howdy.
and he says, "Oh, no, this is," and it's going to go back, taking an attack of opportunity probably.
Yes,
And
it
it's just
would.
going to go back to be flanking with Maisie.
Okay.
Who's gonna go up
Um,
here?
To worry about.
So it is going to make a bite attack against you. That is a 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So it misses. It's kind of jaw pinchers just close over air as you make your way over, I will say, to here. So that
He
you're...
wanted to be flanking
Or-
with
oh,
Maisie. Just
gotcha.
up here.
Gotcha. There you go.
And then Aura's going to use multi-attack.
Mm-hmm.
Two scimitar strikes and a dagger strike.
Ooh.
Damn, all three of those hit. Cause yeah.
Last
you
one's a
have
Back
crit.
to crit.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
19.
I know that.
God damn.
So, yeah, Aura comes up, just blasting at the back legs of the Ankeg and stabbing the dagger in the back abdomen.
10, 19 damage. Okay.
Stay away from that kitten.
Okay. Yeah. That's your turn then. Maisie is up.
Howdy. Honestly, Maisie's probably going to do the wise thing, which is disengage and move back from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now that now that the good hits have gotten in, she's gonna back up. Because she knows where she's at. Have Stitches stuffed down in. And, I mean, that's... Yeah, for now, that's kind of her turn. She's just going to assess the situation, see how folks are doing, and if they start getting hit, she's going to start going in. But for
Okay.
now, she's just backing out of the fray to get out of the way.
Makes sense. Shivers, you're up.
Maisie just vacated such a convenient space for me to walk up and hit something with a sword. So we're gonna run up and hit it with a fucking sword.
Yeah, there you go. And you have advantage with flanking.
Yeah. Quay sword.
Oh, that
19
12 looked like it
hits.
was going to be a nat 20 for a
I
second.
know. For 11 damage.
Damn. Yeah, you Aura, you managed to slip the scimitars in between two of the plates, and Shivers, you kind of see an opening with Aura's two attacks, and you just slice one of the plates right off, and the Ankeg just crumples to the ground.
Oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, there's one already down.
Let's fucking go, man.
Period.
Jasminder is up next.
That is exactly enough movement. Jasminder is going to run up, and we are going to what's it called? Bicycle kick this guy in the face.
Excellent.
Damn, not the fucking Luke.
Absolutely. 21.
21 hits, yeah.
Lovely. I am going to bonus action flurry of blows because I doubt a 5 kills it.
No, it does not.
And we are going to just bop bop, and as she goes in for her second punch, her eyes are going to go white as she makes a connection with this beast and extracts some aspects. What am I dealing with here?
Okay.
But also take this damage. Probably not the 8.
No, the 8 will not hit, but the 18 will.
There's only so many gelatinous cubes we
And then, sorry, I'm reading the thing. Make an unarmed strike. Damage, vulnerabilities, resistance. Okay, it has no vulnerabilities or resistances, or no immunities.
Period.
And no condition immunities.
Regular ass beast. Let's
It
get
is
it.
just a regular.
basic ass
Yeah,
bitch.
it's just a basic ass
Regular boy.
This
bug
is
bitch.
a bug.
This is a weird ass bug.
The Shattered Lands, sponsored by this fucking bug.
And it is these fucking bugs' turn. And let's see, one of them, it can't. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Can't get in the wall. No, that one can. Luckily. No, because it's only 5 feet. So, Aura just gets incredibly lucky today, as this one that's in front of Joran is going to open its mandibles and spray acid at each of you. And I need Joran and Shivers to make a dexterity saving throw.
I believe in you.
It's a 9.
Unfortunately, yeah. Shivers, you succeed. Joran, you do not. So you guys.
What
will
occurs is that Shivers dodges it, but it never hits him because Joran didn't dodge it, and she's like twice his size.
She just
Yeah.
ate it.
Basically.
That is 10 acid damage, Joran.
God damn.
And then Shivers, you take half.
Okay.
So
You
Joran
got the splatter
literally
off of
does
Joran.
just block most of the
Yeah.
acid spray. And then the other one,
Fine. Face tanks it.
yeah, the other one is going to make a bite at you.
Jasminder?
It's going to 21.
What if I said no?
I'm afraid it doesn't quite work like that.
Then yes.
And because you are a larger, smaller creature, you are grappled by it.
You
as
just
it
always
bites
want
you,
to hold me.
for 9 total damage. So you were bitten and you were grappled by this lovely little Ankeg right here, and that is their turns. Os. The ferocious.
Yeah. The ferocious Os is he's gonna come around the back, but he's gonna start pecking at the one that just grabbed Jasminder down there. So he will go with a beak attack on him.
Thank you
Is an
for
8 to hit.
That is unfortunately not going to hit.
That's fine. That's his turn though.
He's doing his best.
He is trying.
Kieran, it's your turn.
Kieran is going to use his bonus action to hide.
Mm-hmm.
27? Does a 27 do it?
No, with the 27 you're not hitting. Amazingly, these Ankeg's just are
15.
have the powers of God and can see everything.
Do they have the
completely
power
totally.
of gods and anime on their side?
They do actually. This is a confirmed
He-
fact.
He's going to dart down this hallway a little bit, and does he have eyes on both of these guys from where he's standing?
I would say this one probably not. This one has I will say 3/4 cover because you're behind part of the wall, it's behind another part of the wall.
Alright, he still has 10 feet movement. If he comes up here, is that better or worse for his line of sight?
That is better. I will say it still is half cover.
This one?
Yeah.
More concerned with the one that has Jasminder right now.
Yeah, that's the one that has Jasminder.
Yeah, he's still going after that one even if it has half cover.
Okay. 12.
That's 2 5s for a total of
Unfortunately,
12.
12 is not gonna hit.
Hugh bangs off of his anime powered shitness shell.
I know what you said, and I feel attacked, honestly.
I actually did say shitness. I'm sorry if you heard
you're
shitness.
good. I'm like hyper aware of like y'all making fun of me for it now.
And then he's going to use his last 5 feet of movement to dip back into the shadows.
Okay, cool. Jordan.
Knowing that he still has not taken a single point of damage this campaign, I'm seeing how long I can keep this up.
Oh, don't worry.
He stayed so far away. It's been so nice.
You have been so far away, so consistently. Jordan, what you up to?
Yeah, well, it worked before, and we got it back on a short rest, so Jordan's gonna wipe some of the gross bug's acid off her face, and she's gonna take a breath attack on him.
Hell yeah.
That is they have a dexterity saving throw, and the DC is 13.
So they both barely succeed.
Let me roll that damage. That is 2d6.
They don't have any kind of modifier. That was just a natural
It's fine.
roll.
It's a 5 for one fit. If they both pass, it's half of 5.
Okay, yeah. Oh. I mean,
It's
at
fine,
least
but
it's still something.
It's a little bit of damage, and I hit both of them.
Yeah.
I will say she's gonna just swing around down here. I know that was already her action, but she will just wait there for now.
Okay. That works. Aura.
This is what we're looking at now,
The one in
Cody.
front of you has been killed by Shivers, but there are 2 remaining. One is like 5 feet behind you, and the other one is just behind it and is grappling Jasminder at the moment.
I think the one behind the other one might be inaccessible currently.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any easy way you could get to the one grappling Jasminder, but you can pretty easily get to the one that's like right behind you.
He's gonna go ahead and go with the one that's right behind.
Okay.
Gonna do his multi-attack again. Go to speed. Simi,
15 will hit. That's a miss, and then the dagger will hit.
Awesome. And again.
Or 8. Alright, it is still standing.
All right. Yeah, that's just gonna be it for Aura. Don't worry, we've got this.
Maisie. Maisie.
Of course.
Oh.
Okay, so how are we looking now?
Shivers got a little bit of damage,
Jasminder got...
Jordan got a little bit more damage, and Jasminder got some chomping damage, but everybody's probably pretty okay, considering the amount of damage they took and the amount of hit points we have.
Okay.
Shivers doesn't need healing definitively, that's for sure.
How far out did that spray go that Maisie could see when that happened?
Went about 30 feet out, so it
30
didn't
feet out.
reach you.
Okay. I think for now Maisie will, if everyone seems okay, Maisie will try and shoot the closest one out with her little crossbow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
I hit
17 will hit.
Hey, 4 only, but yeah.
I mean, 4 is not bad. You guys are chipping away at it. It's looking rough.
Yeah, she'll maintain where she is for right now. Maybe she'll slide up a little bit, but she's going to maintain that distance for now and just kind of keep an eye on how everyone's doing. But that's going to be her turn, I think.
Okay. Shivers, you're up.
Okay. He really wants to help Jasminder, but there's just no way. So he's gonna come up here with Aura next to Aura, and he's gonna take some attacks, and by some, I mean 1.
Level 4. Oh, welcome back. Oof.
And it's not hitting. I don't.
Nope. 12 is not enough to hit, unfortunately.
If I had one more use of Fighting Spirit, I swear to God.
That doesn't come back on a short rest?
No, I don't think so. I can check.
I thought it was short or long, but I haven't looked at Samurai in forever.
I'll search. We can move on from my turn. I'll just make like an extra attack or something on my next one or some shit. Or we can come back to it. It'll take me like 5 minutes to find the shit.
No worries. Jasminder, good timing. It is your turn.
Cool. While I am grappled, I can still harm things.
Yeah, you just... I think it's, grappled is...
Your movement speed is 0.
Yeah, you can't... I mean, you can make an attempt to move out, but it will be your action to do so.
Right. I don't want to waste that. Headbutt.
Okay, go for it.
No.
You go to headbutt, and that hurts. That is
fucking hurt.
It is hard. It's kind of spiky too.
Ow.
It leaves you dizzy a second.
Oh god. Shit. It'd be crazy if I did it again.
It would. Are you gonna do it? Jeff, take a disadvantage
do
on
it
your next roll.
again.
You really need to get them a Titan headband or something.
Ah!
Hey, it's a natural
There you
20!
go.
Yeah.
Natural 1 to a natural 20!
Yeah. Roll that 12
love the
What points of
redemption.
damage?
Very nice. Damn, yeah. You kick its ass. Quite literally. You figure a headbutt probably isn't the way to go, but you are really close to its mouth, which is a pretty universally known soft spot for creatures. So you just land a swift kick to the jaw.
Let's go. Get kicked in the jaw, bitch. That's my turn.
Cool. It is the Oncake's turn, and I'm gonna roll to see. That's a
They have so many
no.
friends around them.
There are so many around them, and the one holding or grappling Jasminder is gonna attempt to bite her for an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Munch for 9 slashing and 1 acid.
I love this.
You're getting chewed on by a bug. A weird underground insectoid thingy.
And y'all
then
wonder why I have a fear of bugs. For this reason.
the other one is gonna take a bite at you, Shivers. Or, no, because Aura did a lot of damage that has done consistently pretty decent damage. So it's gonna take a bite out at Aura for an 18 to hit. It does not have advantage.
Can I trigger my sentinel reactions to attack another target?
Yes, you can. I forgot about your sentinel reaction.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
10
It's
damage.
all around.
It doesn't even get a chance to bite Aura before Joran plays whack-a-mole, whack an Onkag and just caves its head in.
Aura like throws up his arm to try and parry with his scimitar, and then he stops and he's like, "Oh, well, that's impressive."
help here. Impress here, please.
Oz.
Yeah. Oz heard Jasminder. He'll go down and take another swoop down for another beak attack.
You got this, buddy.
Yeah.
Here's the
That
next
was an
one.
18 to hit.
That hits.
It was almost there. All right, 1, 2, plus 2. That is a total of 5 damage.
Very nice. Oz is doing pretty good. This thing's looking rough.
He's trying to find some eyes to go for.
It's a little hard to find. They're pretty
Yeah.
small.
He's trying his best.
Blood
He's
is
doing
leaking
great.
into Jasminder's eye from when she tried to headbutt it.
Oh yeah, there's like a little bit of it's scratched up. It didn't do any damage to you, but there's definitely a little scratch there now. Kieran, it is your turn.
Karen would like to use his bonus action to hide.
Okay.
He did not have advantage, so it's the 16, not the nat 20.
Yes,
But it's still
even with
16?
the 16, you were hidden.
Alright, and you said I have disadvantage on my next attack for saying shitness folded, so that cancels it out to just a normal roll.
Yes, you do. Yes, it does.
For a total of 17? Natural 10 on the dice? Is 17
hits, yeah.
Sweet! And he gets sneak attack because Oz is there, even if Jasminder's not currently threatening because she's grappled. For a total of 14.
Yeah, you, managed to, well, Oz is trying to, like, peck around and is pulling off parts of the armor looking for the eyes. Kieran, you spot the eyes and your arrow just goes right into one of the eyes and it, crumples to the ground.
And then he's going to use movement 5, 10, 15, 20 to get up to where Jasminder is in the things like collapsed claws. And just kind of pull her up.
Yeah. Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. As she wipes blood out of her eyes.
And he kind of just points to his forehead where she's busted herself open. You got a little...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Here, put some pressure on it, and he takes a towel out of his bag and hands it to her.
Thank you. I'm not doing that again.
Oh. I'm glad to
About
see.
armor.
I'm glad to see that you all know how to fight.
Yep. Jasminder holds her head back.
You should
She
go
just
talk
puts
to.
the towel to her forehead.
You should go talk to Vazy, Jazz.
Yeah, I'll go do that.
Yeah.
So,
I will heal her up.
I'll just puts his weapons away after wiping them off. Yeah, so as I was saying, there are Ankegs.
Jordan kind
so
of gives
the-
a quick look around to see if they're going to pop back up now that he said it a second time.
They do not this time around.
But thankfully, they're not too much trouble.
Seeing that those things shot acid, can Kieran make any kind of check to see if he could potentially harvest said acid?
Make a survival check.
Can Jasminder assist?
I mean, if she kind of sees what Kieran is up to after getting healed, and like goes over and spends the time it would take, sure.
She will assist.
Okay.
Cool. We'll definitely take the help. It's not all that great. 15?
15, you don't manage to get a lot of it, but also you can get like kind of a small vial from one of the onkegs. You kind of find like
Alright.
a gland that secretes poison, kind of
Acid.
or acid. Thank you.
If it was poison, that would be even better.
No, it is acid.
Alright,
Brain melting out of my ears. It's fine.
That's all that acid.
He is actually going to hand that vial to Jasminder and say, I think you might be able to make better use of this than I do. I stay pretty far away when things come calling.
Jasminder will take it and go to put it into her bag and realize that there's a fucking hole in her bag because it was on fire like not that long ago.
Do you want me to?
If you don't mind.
No.
Here's
fine.
your towel. It's got blood on it. I don't know if you still want that.
He just kind of shrugs, takes it, and shoves it back into his bag.
Okay.
Aura walks over to Shivers.
Shivers just puts his sword back in, like after the fight, he just puts his sword back into the sheath. He doesn't clean it or anything. The
Watching
putrid microbiome that is his scabbard.
intensely what is
Horrifying.
happening here.
You might want to clean your sword off before you put it away. But you did really well during that fight. It's very very good sportsmanship. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. So he turns around at you, just kind of awkwardly, and then says,
You did good too.
"Thank you, thank you." Yeah. Right. So, did we continue on? Do you need to rest? I have a hard time telling when people need to rest.
We took a breather like right before we saw you. Speaking for myself, I'm ready to get out of this place as quickly as possible. So I'm ready to keep moving.
I'm alright.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. You guys can go ahead and make your way further down in the cavern. That is where we're going to probably end the session for tonight. As I think West has to.
We
dip
did
for
lose
the
a
night.
West.
We lost the
Yeah,
way.
we lost
But-
the West,
We had
and
a
I'm
rest
getting
until
very
like
tired.
midnight Eastern.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
It's
Hmm?
late. I had to go to myself anyway.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much.
Go
so
nuts!
much for joining us, Cody. It was so good to
It was-
meet you again.
Or fucking wicked.
It was nice to actually hear your voice for the first time in a long time, Cody.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
very good to hear
She
you.
was pretty badass.
It was good
really
to play.
Yeah.
I know,
we're
right?
So
Oh my
happy
God.
to have you back.
Aura is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
oh my
glad you like-
gosh.
Or sick as fuck.
Everyone.
I do kind of feel bad that we immediately called him up being the spirit. Like, just immediately, we're just like,
Distrust.
somebody else
That's
else
just-
killed them.
That's just how the party is, though.
Mhm.
Distrust immediate.